Good afternoon, good morning, and happy Sunday, everyone. Hello, and just a big thank you to the sub mark, 20 months. How amazing. And hey, Moose. Love that. Who this? I don't know. I lost my phone. I don't know. Where am I? Who am I? But hey, welcome. We're back. And here is Khan. Hey, will sub for beer.
Hello. I'm also back. It's good to be back. Right, Maya?
It's good to be back, yes.
So where have you been? Do you want me to take this one?
Sure.
So the reason we haven't been streaming as much the last week or two is that Maya's other business has suddenly got a what should we say, some unexpected action, which you couldn't really say no to. This is the cookery school, which is mostly online these days, but every now and again...
It's really jittery. Don't move it. It's like really bad.
Well, then we need to fix that.
We need to fix that. But yeah, continue for now.
Well, hang on. What? That's on your end.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do, really.
Is it looking jittery on your screen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's probably my end. So let's try something.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, while I quickly tweak some settings here. So yeah, Maya runs a cookery school. For those of you who didn't know.
Now you do.
Yeah, now you know. And most of it is online because that's kind of the way things have been going. And obviously during lockdown, that was the way it had to be. But every now and again, Maya does go to food festivals. She does demos, workshops, on-site classes, stuff like that. And there's recently been an opportunity to do quite a lot of that stuff during the week. And it's kind of nice, but it also means that no time. Like, you've been working the last 7 days straight.
Yeah.
Without a break. And you've got 3 more days, am I right?
Yep.
How's that? Is that any better?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Still no. Maybe not. It seemed better, but no.
Let me check something. Oh, I don't know why that would be.
Oh, weird.
That's got to be a Discord thing then.
All right.
Because my machine eats this game and streaming it for breakfast.
Insomnia are in a cookery school. Nice. Vezok's also fishing. Nice. Yeah. I'm a professionally trained chef. I worked in some pretty cool places, and I've been running a cookery school for like 15 years, something like that. It's been a while. But yeah, we've sort of gone, obviously, online before COVID, to be honest. But COVID sort of made it, well, that's what we're doing then.
Yeah, so opportunity knocks, essentially. And unfortunately, much as we would rather come and hang out with you guys, the sad truth is that Ninja Pulls is in that weird position where we can't do it part-time. If both of us had, like, full-on jobs like we used to, we wouldn't be able to do anything except stream a few times a week with no prep, no nothing. None of the good stuff that Ninja Pulls does would be possible. There'd be no YouTube, there'd be no guild, no Discord. Yeah, it simply wouldn't be possible. It takes an enormous amount of time and work. So, yeah, we have to sort of juggle things a little bit. And that does mean that when something like this comes along, it's pretty hard to say no to because pretty much everything makes us more money than this. And that's not a complaint or whining, that's just the way it is. And we knew that going in. And we'd rather, as I think I've said before on this channel, we'd rather have these problems than any other problems. Right? I like that phrase. But yeah, so that's been it, and that will continue for a good few weeks, I should imagine. So we'll be down to like 2 or 3 streams a week from, well, it was 5 a week at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But still, that's pretty good. That's pretty normal.
Will
2 to 3 streams.
Other streamers have a problem with lag, stuttering as well. For them is OBS. No, it's before it goes through OBS.
Yeah, if it's a period, because I'm streaming through Discord. It's very low tech. It's very jury rigged. I'm streaming through Discord. It goes to Maya's screen, where she then captures it and then it goes through OBS to you guys via Twitch. So if it's appearing stuttery on her screen, then OBS might be making it worse, but it's already a bit fooked before it gets there by the sound of it. But
I'm making a note of what you said, because I have an update. I know there's an update for OBS, which I didn't do. I tend to wait with them. I remember someone giving me that advice, like, yeah, don't do that immediately.
Don't update right before you start streaming.
Oh, obviously, no, 100%.
Exactly, yeah.
But also, just sometimes, they push a update through. Oh, like, games sometimes do that, I think we've all experienced it. And things don't quite go according to plan. So it's always recommended to wait for a couple of days. Just like, are there any issues? No? Cool, let's go.
This guy's name is Kura. The Polish person buried deep inside me thought it said something else for a moment. Hang on,
Kura. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what I was thinking of. Why are you telling me there's a lake fishing hole? Bullshitting me. Has everyone else been doing this? I haven't had time. So, like, in the evenings, if I have a few extra minutes before I go to bed, I've been trying to grab like 5 minutes of
just
fishing.
Literally had no time, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to do some, but yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to do it, but it's like, this is the first event. I've no doubt they will do it again. Mm-hmm. This is just going to be the first of many, right? Like the Jubilee last year, where we got those replica style pages, and there was everyone got the impression that they were
never to be seen again. Hey, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, and if you don't pick them up now, goodness knows when you'll be able to, and they're not tradable and yada yada. But now it's like every event has them again. Yeah. They're coming back for the Jubilee this year, as well as the current event that's ongoing. So yeah,
that means everybody can get them. So
So is it absolutely terrible, the stream quality, or is it just every now and again it craps out?
It seems to be okay now. It was just, I don't know.
Well, keep us posted.
I will.
And we will do whatever we can to...
I mean, I should get on with some housing anyway. So basically the theme of today is like Nord. So we're going to be showing lots of naughty stuff on screen, talking naughty things. Stuff? Yes, naughty stuff, yeah.
Is it that kind of channel?
Come on, Borba, get your borbs out. What?
Alright, you want to show naughty stuff?
Fishing is too quick nowadays. Back in my day, we had to walk uphill both ways. As long as my eye's not moving, it's fine. What? Oh, that's weird. It's like, it's okay, and then it just goes... I need 9...
Is that naughty enough? Or maybe this one? Get rid of the stupid hat.
Sexy Borba. 9 more zone to completely exterminate the Tamarielic fish population. Jeez. As I said, I'm pretty sure I only completed Canalthi's Roost.
Why is it such shit weather on Vardenfell? Fuck you, Vivek. What are you for?
I mean, he is holding up a freaking meteor. But yeah, so we are having to sort of scale things down, just see how we do. However, what we are planning to do, which didn't go to, is that Sundays are going to become like the stream day. Like it's going to be, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like compacted.
Yeah, we're going to put on a heck of a show every Sunday. So it'll be, we want to make it like an unmissable weekly event in the ESO calendar. Like, Ninja Pulls do their big thing on Sunday. Because if we can't be with you guys 5 days a week, then, let's make the hours count, right? Let's make those subs count. Because that's part of it as well. It's like, well, people are supporting us on a monthly basis. We've got to, show something for that in exchange.
Yeah, as much as I really do enjoy my job, obviously, I'd rather be here. So that's sort of, we're future-proofing everything, making sure that, we can focus on what's important. And, yeah.
What's coming up this Sunday? What can you tell us by way of teaser?
I was like, it's Sunday today. You mean today?
Sorry, I mean next week, the upcoming big one.
I very thoroughly contemplated what Khan just said about fishing for 5 minutes before bedtime, but just no. Sorry. Well, we're going to have a Nord trivia today, but I'm going to do a really big one next year. I'll see you guys next year. No, because Ninja Balls is turning 4. I was going to say 6. What the hell is wrong with my brain? Ninja Balls is turning 4 years this month, so we're going to have... we are actually going to have some funky t-shirt, like a special edition. We're going to have a big birthday party. That's in a couple of weeks. But yeah, Sundays are going to be all about like tons of giveaways and really fun things. But we're going to start doing fun trivias about sort of what's been happening in the last 4 years in game and everything. So, brush up on that knowledge and you can win some cool stuff, basically, which would be cool. And I'm going to do I think I'm actually going to do a murder mystery for next week rather than just, a character's disappeared, because that's not that fun. Have you tried turning the brain off and on again? I'm really scared if I turn it off, it's not going to come back on again. Working for money, how dare you? I know, right? Yeah. But yeah, this way we can still stream. We're going to stream more than just on Sunday, but, not 5 days a week, basically, the way we have been trying. And Khan has more time to really focus on YouTube. So there's been some pretty cool stuff, and there will be even cooler stuff. So, if you haven't checked it out, do. There's an awesome lore video. And many other things, and more coming.
Yeah, there's a really kick-ass Stamina Arcanist guide coming. I know it's like, how many of those have we seen? Do we really need another one? Well, A, yes. B, I'm going a lot deeper than any other DPS guide I've ever seen or done. Because I think that's what people need at this point. They don't need to be shown that Riptide is good or what gear to run. That's fine. We all get it. That's all there. Like if you need to know that stuff, I cover it, explain why, yada yada. But it's basically about crux management, how to use the banner properly, positioning, all of these things. Where do you position your banner? This.
What?
I see people doing this in trials. People who are clearing very advanced content. They're pretty much in the end game, but they're not doing these things because no one has ever sat down and told them, by the way, this is how the people who are beating your damage, here's what they're doing that you're not doing. Here's how you get there. So I thought I'd put it all in a video and see where that gets us. And if nobody watches it, well, I'll know not to do it again. Either way, we will have learned something. But yeah, I'm gonna go through all 14. So the Stamina Arcanist is the second. And then we've got Dragon Knights and Necros and Nightblades, Sorcerers, Templars, Wardens, all of that stuff. Gonna do it all. With static rotations and all the other stuff that you can do to like push it to the limit. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I hope that we can shift things around soon again so I can be back, because I want to stream 5 days a week, even 7. Like if we can, yeah, let's go.
We need to be here a lot to figure out how to do this thing, which is very difficult to do, and I think most content creators just sort of sidestep it. But because Ninja Pulls is a teaching guild, not just a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, we kind of have to face this. I think some like Skinny Cheeks, Hyperioxys, they have to deal with this as well. How do you make content which is like actually helping people, i.e. reaching out to the people who don't know all this stuff, but you also are participating in the end game and trying to represent what is happening there. It's very difficult actually to do both at the same time. It feels like being in two places at once, which is, like I said, which is why most streamers just don't go there.
Most 90% of the player base would really benefit from videos like that, but they have been brainwashed into having to ignore useful info like that. Yeah, I mean, let's not get into too much detail, but like, what do you think that is? Is that just sort of a handful of really loud and opinionated players / content creators? Because I definitely know some players and content creators who sort of do that. And I have talked to people who are like, well, I follow this person's advice because they gave it to me. And I think, wow, that's incredible.
I think there are two... It's obviously more complex. You can't collapse it down to just two things. But in order to talk about it, we kind of have to simplify it, right? I think there are two dynamics at work, two phenomena at work. One of them is confirmation bias, that once we've seen something or once we've accepted a piece of information or a source of information as, trustworthy, and we've sort of we followed that to its logical conclusion, we're very reluctant, we're surprisingly reluctant to admit, that was claptrap. I was wrong to trust it. I was duped or whatever. And then there's the thing that comes before that, and that is that YouTube videos, the best YouTube videos, are not the ones that get the most attention. The ones that get the most attention are the ones that get the most attention, by way of clicks and so on. So that is like 101 when you try doing stuff for YouTube. Everyone says, don't be classy, shout as loud and obnoxiously and in bright pink letters as you possibly can. Do not even attempt to be balanced or reasonable or well-informed. Just scream loudly in big bubblegum letters, and you got to do it. Otherwise, you will not get noticed amidst all the chaos and noise.
Yep.
So the combination of those two things means that it's genuinely difficult for content like ours and others, we're not the only ones, who are doing that sort of evidence-based, we're testing this, we're trying to push back against a popular misconception. Oh, here we go, don't need fish here. We're trying to push back against a popular misconception. Yeah. We've blah-blahed about that in the past, so I'm not going to dwell on it. But that is my short answer. Has anyone got anything to add there? I think it's those two things at a basic level.
Yeah, it just, it is really sad, because then, I've had so many people come to me and say, well, nobody wants to play with me, people are dicks to me, and then we sort of talk about, well, what is it? And it's just they've been given bad advice. It's like everything in life, right? Whether it's the correct, I don't know, the shortest way to get from A to B, right? Somebody says, oh man, I've done this 100 times, this is the way. And then you just get into the weeds and you're like in the country, stupid little lanes, you're like, this person just lied to me, didn't they? But I'm not going to say anything because,
And you just made me think of someone complaining that they can't get a date. It's insane because I read all these books by, pickup artists. I followed a build, but I can't get a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you should actually do some evidence-based interacting with people. Or in this case, evidence-based interacting with the game. You try something, if it's better, do it again. Where should I go next while you're still... Because
I'm done. I've been done for 20 minutes. I'm that good.
I think I was in Malabal Tor. No, it looks like I may have finished there. Malabal Tor Angler. What's after that? I guess Reaper's March.
Yeah, but let's flip, yeah?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to do the BRB thing, but I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just, I'm just logging in myself. Where's BRB? There we go. Be right back. Done. Oh no, can't stop streaming. How sad. Right. Sad. Let's go and have a look at some Nord housing whilst we do a fun Nord... What's the word I'm looking for? Trivia.
Like a quiz?
Like a quiz, yeah. Let's see who knows their lore. Oh my god, the dog is so excited. Every time I say anything, she's just there in the background, tail just thumping. She did get a treat, so...
Good girl.
Oh my god, that thumping. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. The tail is like a dum dum dum.
Oh,
and
it's
then when I say good girl, it's like dum 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 dum.
Aw, dogs are just awesome. They're just happy and lovely and wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like happiness accelerators. They just soak up all the happiness around them and amplify it.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So this is the House Folio themed showcase for January 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. was all about Nordic lore. So let's go and explore the Nordic themed houses. Yeah, how much do you know about the Nords, like lore? What the heck happened? Like, what's the deal there?
You asking me?
Well, yeah, everyone.
I know that they came from Atmora. But all men did, right?
Hmm.
Didn't they first arrive on Tamriel from Atmora? Or were there... No, I think that's bollocks, actually, isn't it? There were already humans here. Here? You know
Over
what I
here,
mean?
yeah. And dragons and elves. Yes, they were right here. Oh, should we get tickets before we get going?
No.
Oh,
Later.
okay. But let's make sure we don't forget.
I won't forget.
Wow, this is a long loading screen, isn't it? Anyway, so the first house I'm going to go and see is Lothlorien from PCEU in Proud Spy Manor. So here lives Gundyr Winterfoot, the Thane of Solitude and leader of the Winterfoot clan. As a proud Nord, he showcases his adventures, trophies, and faith throughout his home. True to his Nord spirit, he always has food and mead ready for himself and his friends. Oh, I like him already. If you're up for an adventure, you can join his party to discuss plans for the next venture at the round table upstairs. You'll also have the chance to prepare armor weapons or potions for the upcoming quest. So is it potentially like a guild hall style thing? Oh, that's fun.
Sounds amazing. Cozy.
Yeah, I love Lothlorien's descriptions because they're always just a bit of roleplay, but just to add, enough sort of backstory and funsies.
But it's good
It's
roleplay,
good, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, that's the thing. With no disrespect to anyone who's ever, like me, done a little bit of light...
ERP,
sort of
wait, what?
a little bit of light descriptive writing.
Yes.
And it's just an overuse of adjectives and all that kind of stuff. You see it all the time in writing which is based on, which is an offshoot of like a game or a setting of some kind. Writing which exists not for its own sake, but Lorien's actually nailed it in all their descriptions. It's that balance. It makes you want to hear more, not less.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean by
Oh,
that?
100%, yeah. Yeah, because sometimes it's people can also get carried away, so they're like, it's a description of a house, but then they sort of give you little details how I build this, and you think, well, that's not really the story to sort of get you excited about. Oh, look at this! Hey, I'm being welcomed by Big Puppy. Oh, that's so cute. Hello. Oh no, they're going off. Is that? Can you how much can you tell the housing system to just have these guys come up to you when you come in? Oh, that's just a. Is it just a coincidence, or is that because their pathing sort of starts there?
I'm guessing the pathing begins
That's
if
so
no
cool.
one is in the house. Then I'm guessing it starts at 0
Ooh.
when your character arrives.
Oh, there's a wench with drink. Let's go. Hello, wench with drinks. How you doing?
But yeah, it's a good question. I'd like to know the answer. I don't do enough housing to know that.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
You should know though, Maya. How do you not know that actually?
Because
Are you just not sure?
I haven't. Why would I know? How would I know? It's quite sort of a complex thing to know. I love this. This is very sort of theme appropriate, right? Yeah, I do like when people have fun with houses and create something crazy. It's fun. But I also very much appreciate an appropriately themed house.
Obviously, yeah, you want to let the house do the talking.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessary to write a load of guff about it, but if you are going to do it, it's really cool when it's done really well.
Yep. Definitely. All right, let's do some trivia. Oh, I like that little light up there in the what's it called? The axe. Yeah, that's cool. I really like that. All right, let's have some trivia. Let me find the questions.
You know what we should call it?
What?
Trivia-thon.
Yes. All right.
Oh, come on, that's good.
Yes. So, who was the first Dragonborn recorded in history? I will give you options. Unless somebody was like, I know. So A, Jürgen Windcaller. B, Jarl Hans of Winterhold. C, Riemann Cyrodiil. Vezok Mirak. This dude. Any guesses? Anyone?
It's
Ooh.
interesting you say in recorded history, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
clearly, there were others before.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh. Oh, I like the views here. This guy just prancing around, that's absolutely priceless. But yeah, any guesses, guys? Khan?
Yeah, I think I know what the answer is.
We'll go for it.
Well, you said Riemann. I would have said. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Is it Riemann or Raymond Cyrodiil?
Riemann. Remer.
Raymond Cyrodiil.
But yeah, is that dude. So Riemann Cyrodiil is the first in recorded history.
We're still in ESO. We're still dealing with the aftermath of the collapse of the Riemann dynasty.
Yeah.
Or Riemann dynasty.
Riemann?
I'm pretty sure you're right, and it's Riemann.
I was just going with sort of like Romulus and Remus, I don't know.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, exactly. Vezok is like, oh, recorded history. My bad. Oh, this is so cool. So where is the round table that we can... Oh, there's so much going on. I feel like Lothlorien has added rooms to this house. How can you do that? Yeah, I really like the sort of the design of the space here. That's very cool.
Must be elf magic.
Yeah. Or is it Daedric magic? Maybe Lothlorien made a deal with the Daedric prince. Oh no. So yeah, you can. I'm guessing this is the round table. That's a pretty scary round table. I don't think I want to hang out here. But yeah, Nords are just. It's just cool. It's they've got dragons and they've got snow.
So what else do you know about the Riemann Empire? I don't actually know a great deal. But that is sort of the... Is that the beginning of the second era? Is the fall of the Riemann...
Beginning of the
dynasty?
second era.
And then the beginning of the interregnum
Yeah.
is the genuine... That's like the last gasp of the Second Empire. Because the Riemann Empire continues, even without the Riemann Emperors, under the potentates. Hence, all the stuff about the potentates, Akaviri potentates in Southern Elsewhere and all that stuff. And one of those is killed a few hundred years before the events of ESO,
So
the last one.
Look at this dummy. Everybody would want to go and DPS on a dummy if the dummies look like this.
Yeah. Although I am a little bit sad. I was very lucky to get the... what's it called? The Thoat Replicanum dummy in the latest season of Crown Crates. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I might actually keep that. Normally if I get furnishings in Crown Crates, straight in the bin. Give me the gems. Always, much to Maya's grief and distress.
Oh.
To see me deconning valuable furnishings. But it's a really, really cool dummy, the Thoat one. It's really wicked. But of course, it's just a 6mm one.
I don't really understand why they do that.
Why do they still make those? That no one uses them. Yeah, so... I did think that was a little strange.
What on earth is this furnishing?
Has anyone else had that? That there's like a dummy which is really cool?
Yeah, none of... Yeah.
Because it's effectively useless as a dummy. they just bin it.
Mm. Yeah, the thought Replicanum, the way it is... I left the house. As you were showing me, the way it sort of reassembles is the way she enters the arena. Like, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm a bit sad that they just... Yeah.
Is the storm over? Are we safe?
I think they should consider going in and making all of those classic dummies 21 mils.
Yeah, because nobody uses anything else. You're absolutely right, yeah. Has everybody gotten their golden pursuits? Because they are finishing in a couple of days, right?
Yeah, it's very soon.
Yep. And so is the event, so yeah.
Also, is there anyone who hasn't watched my Worm Cult lore video? It's sort of a cross between a lore video about Manamarco and the Worm Cult and a spoiler alert prediction as to what is coming this year. I would say that, but I think it's really cool. I've been excited by this prospect for like a year, ever since we heard that the Knights of the Lamp, the Order of the Lamp, was coming. I turned to Maya and was like, I am pretty sure I know where this is headed. So in January last year, and I asked Kira Roche-Schlitt about it in Amsterdam, and she gave me a very coy response. One of those, like, when Israel conducts some sort of extrajudicial activity overseas, they have this policy of neither confirm nor deny. Obviously, this is very different, but she did exactly that. It was like, I can't talk about that, but the fact that she was making it clear, we're not going to talk about that. Sometimes it's impossible to say anything but yes.
All right, so this one, same person, Lothlorien, and it's Ononori Dumpling inherited hot dumplings in from her late parents. She's a bit silly, cheerful, and honest. With a beauty that matches her adventure's Nort spirit. I was going to say that's me until we got to that bit. As the innkeeper, she often finds herself packing her bags to hunt for quality meat or gather berries for her family's special mead recipe. After all, a full belly makes a happy Nord. In addition to managing the inn and keeping up with housework, Nori stays in shape by taking occasional mercenary contracts or practicing her knife-throwing skills when she's bored. Do you think she's practicing there with the customers? Hey, you stand there.
Oh, yeah, she sounds like
Oh yeah, look! There's knives right in there. Oh, that's brilliant.
Sounds like a handful.
Yeah. That's a lovely kitchen, though. Ooh, like it. Tweety. Oh, that's a beautiful place again. Oh, there's a happy doggo. Some cats. Yeah, I'd be really happy to hang out here. Come on, let's go out. In? What? Oh, I bet you can get there, right? Yeah. Was this the loo? Yep. Nice bog. Ooh, that's some nice sheets to clean yourself. Well, look. It's like toilet paper, right? But nice sheets. Can't, just confusion.
You're very strange, Maya.
Why? You noticed these things, right?
Nice sheets.
Because they were like sheets of paper or towels or whatever. I wasn't trying to imply... Yeah, that's not what I was doing. Yeah. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love these dogs. Like, I just want to put a rum barrel on my dog. It just seems like such a good idea. Hey, honey, come here. Sit. Let mummy have some rum. And the dog's getting excited. Go on, it's great. It's a great idea.
She's also getting excited because I made eye contact with her just as you were talking.
Oh, she thinks it's approaching dinner time. Not yet, sweetie.
Well, it's about an hour away.
Aw. Yeah, this is a really beautiful place. Oh, you can get on the balcony here, right?
What's the Nord theme on this one? Just that it's a Nord character that they've come up with that lives there.
Exactly, and it's very Nord themed. I did leave the house, but I think we saw everything. Yeah, when I have the UI off, I can't see when I'm about to exit. I thought there was a balcony. Nope. I mean, there is somewhat a balcony. That's kind of scary, look. Oh,
Yeah.
no. So do I own this house?
So the one in Windhelm.
I guess I do.
Windhelm is a fucking cool place.
Yeah.
It's one of the few base game cities where, like, part of me wishes they just waited. Of course, I don't really mean it that they shouldn't have been in the base game, but it would have been cool to see it a little more like it looks in Skyrim. You know, with a custom playset, custom assets, and all that stuff.
Right, same author, Lothlorien. Now we're off to the Antiquarians Alpine Gallery. Ooh. Welcome to the Sober. I'm guessing Sober Hawker Hero. Looking for shelter. We've got free rooms just for you. Hungry or thirsty? We have everything to satisfy your cravings. Homemade mead, fresh ingredients, and cozy rooms make our inn the perfect stop before or after any adventure. Every adventurer is welcome. Nice. Oh, it's Nori Dumpling again. The innkeeper P.S. Behave yourself. No brawling or damaging property. Otherwise, our guard will be more than happy to give you a quick lesson in lake swimming. Brilliant. Oh, that looks great. I like this statue thing, whatever that is. Windhelm Skyrim looks like shit without mods.
Oh, that is harsh.
Wow.
That is super harsh. Maybe once you've played it with a bunch of mods, and then you go back and it's like, oof.
Ooh. I love this idea for an inn, just a huge, huge house. Like a massive, massive space with lots of tables, lots of food, lots of drinks. Huh. Spilled milk?
In terms of adding atmosphere, I gotta say the food furnishings in this game are some of the most effective,
Yeah.
aren't they?
I love that there is like a wine bottle, but it's spilled, but it's milk coming out of it. They're all milk drinkers. But, you know, put in a wine bottle so nobody thinks less of us. That's funny. Ooh, let's see the kitchen. Very cool. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I like my kitchens, obviously.
It's pretty on brand.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why we still haven't done a competition just in kitchens, about kitchens instead of dining. I think there is one housing coming up with which is just food.
It's just incredibly niche. Like the stuff we get into in ESO, it's one of the. It's like it's a definite thing that people enjoy about the game, but I feel like it's a drawback as well. That all of the people who love this game love such very, very different things about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we're very siloed from one another. Whereas maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone who knows better can correct me on this. But I get a sense that in WoW it's a little more unified. Obviously, it isn't completely unified, but it's a bit more homogeneity across the player base.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, they don't have a housing system yet.
Isn't that coming?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I think at some point, but
Copycats.
yeah.
But I've heard from a lot of people with other games that have housing system. They're like, yeah, it's not a patch on ESO's housing system.
Yeah, unless the game is a housing system.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Like Enshrouded. I feel like most of the game is the housing system.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. True.
Or Once Human. Same. I get the feeling that the base building thing is like a huge part of that game's appeal. Well, the only reason anyone's playing that game is it's free. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And that's not a criticism. Like, for a free game, it's amazing. But, yeah.
I mean, look what it did for Doom, right? The first ever game the first half was released for free. And everybody was like, oh, I've got to have the second one because this is amazing. Dayhawk, 90% of being married is just shouting, what? From other rooms. Yeah. Not far off.
Initially I missed the what from other rooms. So 90% of marriage is just shouting. I was like, whoa, that is dark.
No. Why did the cookie cry? Do you know, Khan? Why did the cookie cry?
I don't think I want to know this.
No, it's not bad. Because his dad was away for so long.
That is bad. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's not like... It's not bad. It's funny. You can't even sleep in your bed in ESO, though. I mean... You can lie down.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, like enshrouded, that you can sleep in the bed, and it
Yeah,
sort
because
of...
there's like a buff for being well rested.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. The housing system has nothing to do with the combat system or anything else, which I'm assuming, like, I'd say that's one of the reasons why it's so developed and so good, because they could just take it away, right?
Yeah.
I know, that's sort of the read I'm getting. Day 39 of asking Maya to play badly translated Skyrim. Hang on. Why did the hot dog marry his wife? Because she had great buns. Oh, God. Oh, well.
I was going to say, it's got to be something to do with buns. I was just taking a sip.
All right. So the next one is Loop 226 on PCO.
I sent Maya a terrible joke earlier today. I saw it from somebody else, and I thought, I'll just forward that on. There is a presenter and sort of comedian here in the UK called Jonathan Ross. He's a very clever chap. He's done sort of talk shows and
I just take these things
like
always
that.
so seriously, so I had to like, oh.
Yeah. So he's very famous, but among the things he's famous for, he's got a quite a unique speech impediment. So instead of the R sound, like he'll pronounce it like a W. So his name Jonathan Ross, he will say Jonathan Wass like that. And but what was my joke? It was that Jonathan Ross got arrested for robbing a kitchen store. You said it was a whisk worth taking.
Oh. So
That's like the Sean Connery one, right?
yeah.
Sean Connery comes home from IKEA and is building this unit all afternoon. It's taken him forever to build this thing, like a little bookshelf. And he finally finishes it, and then he starts putting books on it, and his wife comes in, and as he's putting a particularly heavy book on there, the whole thing collapses. And she just looks at him like, come on, dude. And he dusts himself up, stands up and says, I'm sure ashamed of my shelf.
Dayhawk, I know I post some bad food puns, but thanks for putting up with me. Pudding. Dayhawk, I watch him. Nice. You have to wait till after the joke to explain it, Khan.
It wouldn't really make any sense if I did it first, you know?
Honestly, I actually forgot that was his thing, so I just sort of took it as a, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're an immigrant, so I thought it might
I thought you
not
were going
work.
to say idiot! I genuinely thought you were going to say that.
Yeah, you're an immigrant. You come over here and take all of my jobs. And...
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So this one is Loop's Falkreath, a place to rest for Tamriel's heroes. Do you remember Falkreath from TS5 Skyrim? This is a try on how it might look in times of ESO.
Ooh.
That's very cool. Ooh, it's very churchy looking. Also, where are all the pods? I love how housing communities is just like, well, this house is kind of cool, but I'm just going to build something way cooler over it.
Yeah, let's just rip it out and start again. I love it.
Yeah.
It's kind of trippy going through... We tried this once, didn't we? We sort of went back to Falkreath in TS5 Skyrim and compared it with Falkreath Hold the Dungeon.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some pretty major discrepancies, I think it's fair to say.
Well, this is pretty beautiful.
But yeah, next time you get like a random normal and it's Falkreath Hold, or if you're just in there for pledges or whatever, just before you do the last
Or
boss...
pleasure. If you're in there for pleasure, I mean, whatever, you know?
Yeah, sure, if you're just on a walking tour, Minotaur spotting. Just before you go into the room where you fight the last boss...
I thought this was a dancing...
Stop and have a look at the view from that.
Yeah. I thought this was a dance pole. I just realised it's for a bell ringer, isn't it? Why would they have a pole in the church? Sorry, can't interrupt you there, but yeah, that I was a little bit taken aback by that. Oh, this is beautiful. And it feels like, this looks like something of course it's always been here.
Churches get converted into all sorts of things nowadays.
That is very true.
In many places around the world, they're not being used as they once were. So diplomatically put.
Brothel in a church, yeah.
I mean, there is... It wasn't like a medieval church or anything, but it was a church. It was a properly consecrated place of worship that in a town not far from where my parents live it became a nightclub. And the nightclub was called Mission.
Oh, you mean like Mission? Yeah, I'm thinking something else. Okay.
And it had like a cross as the symbol and everything. And I never went there. It was too far away, but I remember it being in the news as like some people were outraged. A disgrace. What if you cared that much you would go to fucking church, wouldn't you? And the place would still be a church. I don't know, that was sort of my attitude towards the whole thing.
Mission Maya possible? Plays the music, yeah. Oh, gosh. No. Too many trees. Can't go through. No, I'm stuck. I've been making too many dumb jokes. There we go.
Have you been put in the penitentiary?
Exactly, yeah. All right, let's do another question. Hang on, we only did one. All right, so another trivia bit thing. What was the War of the Red Diamond? A civil war of succession that nearly tore the empire apart. Or was a fierce battle for the crown jewel? That was B. C, it was an attempt by Sepphoris Septim I to overthrow the Empress Pottima. Are you full grown now? What? Right, so what was the War of the Red Diamond? A, civil war of succession that nearly tore the empire apart. A fierce battle for the crown jewel. Or C, it was the attempt by Sepphoris Septim I to overthrow the Empress Pottima. However you pronounce that name.
I mean, it could be all three.
I mean, technically it could, yeah. But yeah.
These don't seem mutually exclusive.
It was a pillow fight, yes. It absolutely was a pillow fight, yes, that's correct.
It was when two middle managers who both wanted to propose to their girlfriends got into fisticuffs over a really tacky ring in the local jewelry store.
The War of the Red Diamond is when the ex found out she got a deck of cards for her birthday gift. In my defense, she said anything with a diamond in it. Gotcha. Really, no guesses? No one? Ah.
I want to say the first one, possibly the first and third, but I don't remember if Potema was involved. I don't know. I actually don't remember off the top of my head. It's weird. Like, I know a lot of Elder Scrolls lore, I think. A reasonable amount. Well, actually...
I think?
reasonable,
yeah.
You know, depends who you're talking to, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people would say, you know way too much about this imaginary world. But, I don't have, like, loads of specific facts in my head, you know what I mean? It's more sort of the broad sweep of things and connecting events from hundreds of years apart, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, so we are in Datpin's house.
You're going to give us the answer?
I will. I'm just going to quickly... So,
you're going to quickly...
Yeah. A self-sustained Nordish village with surrounding fort lookout posts to protect the nearby lands. Oh, that's awesome. Best viewed at night. Well, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so the answer...
Red diamond, I shoved it up.
Okie dokie. And wherever Khan shoved up his red diamond, well, it's up to the imagination. Any hula poodle. Well, it was a civil war of succession. I mean, the crown jewel, technically, yes, but like, not strictly. And actually, Potema, well, Sepphoris Septim was crowned the emperor. Potema was actually pissed off about it because she wanted to be the empress. So it's kind of the other way around. But yeah.
Isn't she the Wolf Queen of Solitude?
Yeah.
Potema.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah. So she features in Skyrim. Although not directly.
Oh my goodness. Look at this shit.
Whoa, that looks great.
Oh, I just fucked it. Sorry, everyone. There we go.
That's what he said.
That's incredible.
Do you remember that quest? Be honest, it's okay to say no, but I'm just curious. Do you remember the quest concerning... There's no doubt you remember it, but do you remember which one it was that concerns the Wolf Queen of Solitude?
This is why
in
we
Skyrim?
can't have nice things. Yeah, Khan shoves them. And with that, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Welcome in. How is everyone doing? Happy Sunday. And hey, Menvernak, thank you so much for the incredible raid. How was your stream?
Wow.
And
just for the record, I'll have you know, I left it up to your imaginations where anything was shoved, so any conclusions you draw are on you. And your minds, filthy or otherwise. My conscience is clean. Thank you very much.
Is everything else clean? Never mind. So it's in the nightstand. There we go.
The red diamond is in a hell of a state, I'll tell you what.
Anyway, so welcome in today. So we're just chilling and doing a little bit of a Nord trivia, and I swear none of the questions are filthy or weird, but somehow they go weird. So yes,
We've both been working 7 days this week, so this is literally, other than a few hours in the evenings here and there, this is basically the first time we've had proper time off this whole week. We've both been doing totally separate things. Maya's been working a lot harder than me, but still, yeah. So we're probably a little bit out of it, a little bit too silly. But I guess that's probably a good thing, right? Yeah. From a broadcast point of view, you don't want people who are boring and buttoned down and uptight. Fuck that shit.
But yeah, so I'm Maya, that's Khan, and together we make Ninja Pulse. We'll start off as a tiny little guild that just wanted to do some trials together and teach people how to, kill all the nasty monsters in ESO, to a YouTube channel, a stream where we, apparently are silly all the time. And, of course, our huge Discord with a huge amount of really incredibly helpful and lovely people. So if you...
We have the loveliest people on that Discord, I've got to say.
So yeah, if you want to join the Discord, it's open to anyone, any questions, or if you just want to share cute screenshots or from the game or pics of your animals. Animals, though. No dick pics, please. And, if you want to check out the...
You did not need to add that caveat. No one had thought of that. Nobody had made that connection. Until you said, oh yeah, by the way, BT dubs.
And here is our YouTube channel. My mods are getting like, Maya! Sorry, I'm moving on. Inappropriate. I'm sorry. I was just saying don't, not do. And Dayhawk is saying at least one person has. Anyway, but yeah, our YouTube has got lots of really useful DPS tips. We're adding some healer guides soon, but some lore videos as well. So it's just awesome stuff.
Yeah, we're dabbling in the lore. Like, it's a thing that we talk about all the time on the channel. Yeah, Venapod, yeah. We talk about that too. We talk about the lore a lot on this channel and in the guild generally. We do like lore runs of dungeons and trials. They're really underrated, actually. The stories in dungeons, if you haven't had a chance to do them, which most people haven't, you sort of click through, often they're really, really good. They're super condensed. They have a really dramatic arc, highly recommended. But the YouTube channel has not really had much lore on it.
But people seem to enjoy the last one, so we'll do more.
DPS. But yeah, people have loved it. And it was about the prediction we've got.
Legoland.
And people are just listing Danish things.
Anyway, Manbanag is also saying stream was great, much fun with the ESO fan. I hope you had your day is great. Yes, Khan, jokes on you. I'm at peace with the state of my mind. Show us on the Maya doll, Khan. Jesus. My conscience is dirty, so make of that what you will. Soulkeeper, good to know. Silly streams are good. Well, then you're definitely in the right place.
I actually wanted to tell Man Better this is not a funny story, so do not let me build up any suspense. It was just a random little moment. I thought of you this morning at like
Puts pants back on, Jesus.
6 a.m. this morning or whatever. We'd taken the dog out for a walk, and we were just driving home. We drove up the hill so we can get a nice view of the sunrise and everything. And on our way home, there was a dude walking past us, and he had like a black fleece or like a black jacket or something like that, and it was zipped up like 2 inches or something. So it was open all the way down, so it was making like this deep V down towards his crotch. And he was wearing a light grey t-shirt, and it looked for all the world, I guess it was low light still, it looked for all the world like he was rocking a proper beard, a proper man bear nug beard. And actually, I name-checked you as we drove past him. So I thought for a while, like, until we got really close, I was thinking, that's a hell of a beard on that guy, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Khan actually said, I thought that was like a man bear nug beard, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I said it's a man bear nug level beard event. I think is how I described it, yeah. It wasn't, yeah, he wasn't as cool as you.
He wasn't as cool, no.
Then who is?
That's great, Fool's beard. Exactly, who is as great? This is a cool house though, right? I'm just sort of walking around and...
All of them have been kick-ass so far. I mean,
obviously.
That's nothing new.
How do you say horse in Danish?
Hist?
Well, there is a different comment on YouTube, which is confusing me, but I don't want to pronounce it.
A Danish comment on YouTube?
It says, no, it says horse in Danish is this, and I don't know. A contestant on a recent episode of Australian Cook-Off made a meringue and the whole audience cheered, which is strange, because Australians usually boo meringues. Really?
You get it, right?
Sorry. Yes, I do. As soon as I see this, yeah. Hey, Solo. And hey, Race Lord. Hey, we have to put pants on here? Since when? Hold on. Well, yeah.
I don't know, it's not a uniform, it's not a dress code, it's just a no dick pics code.
Happy Sunday. Yeah, it was just...
If you can resist the urge to, like, snap some shots and, like, send them to people, then great, you know. Dress however you like, but... Yeah.
Yeah, I did sort of... Not really. Sort of got a dick pic, but not really. It was, actually... It was a buddy, sort of. It's one of these meme pictures. So it's a picture of this guy with this giant gold watch that he's showing, but actually you realize he's naked and there's a giant dong behind it. You don't quite see, like, but that was really disturbing. Sort of. Yeah. I was like, Jesus, I wish I had not seen that. But yeah.
I remember there being something like that on
Yeah,
Fail
it went
blog.
Everywhere, yeah.
And there's the one of the guy taking a picture of the bike in his house. He wants to sell his bike. And then there's a mirror in the corner of the room, and reflected in the mirror is like a naked grandma sitting in the other room. And she's not like in, you know, center frame or anything, but once you see it, it's like, holy crap. How could anyone miss that?
Is there a female equivalent of a dick pic? And if so, what is it called? A taco pic?
Dude.
Sorry. Oh, it's the Danish word is oat and moped. It's HAVRE. And then MOPPE. Plipple.
Right. Why are we doing Danish Lexicon Day? Mo's not here. Is he?
No? I think, yeah. Oh, this guy. Hello, you. You're pretty. He doesn't get it. Well, he doesn't see it written down, so maybe that's what it is. Write it to him. Khan, come and see.
Hang on.
Oh, Khan's fishing. Lol, taco. I'm just saying. A taco take? There we go, a taco take. Let's go with that one. I like it. So the summary of today's stream is we did housing... Queen Katie. Oh, it's Twitch doesn't like it. I'm just going to say that's okay. Camel toe show pic. So what did you do on stream today? Well, we saw some lovely houses, had a lovely raid, and then we named the female version of a dick pic. Yeah. Do you get it, Khan?
I do, yeah.
Okay. I don't get it. Did we mention you were Danish? Did I miss it?
No, I don't think we did.
Oh, well, there we go.
It's come up organically. It's cool when like a cool thing about yourself is brought up without you like having to, you know,
Oh, Bosti's saying, I know him.
whip it out in triumph.
You know Khan? Since 10 years back, okay. You know Khan from the game? Well, now this is getting scary. It's behind you! Just another service I guess I offer. Do I need to send you a George Bush pic?
Okay, we've gone wildly off
Well,
topic
Bosti's
here.
saying he knows Khan IRL, so, okay.
It's possible.
It's possible, yeah. Ah. Alright, where do we go next? Okay, this author's great. The Big Meow. Just a small Nord village. That sounds great.
Is that the title? Just.
Just a small Nord village, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, exactly. And which house did we say it was? Sea Vale Spire. Oh, so proper waterhouse. Nah, joking, lol. But somehow I knew he was Danish. That's interesting. I mean, Khan does sort of drop in some Danish words. I sort of drop them, but really badly because I don't speak it. But I sort of try.
I think the first mention of Danish was something to do with hist, wasn't it?
I mean, we were already talking horsey, so...
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how that came up. But yeah, we've got a few Danes in the guild.
Alright, so, Seaville Spire. There we go. Vezok, OMG, what's up? Well, thank him for Lars Ulrich and the band Full Beat. I had the
What about
weirdest
like
thought.
Efterklang or Aqua?
Oh my god, Aqua, yeah!
Don't want to thank us for Aqua. I used to think the Venga Boys were Danish as well, but they're actually Dutch, so that one's not on us.
Hang on, who's the... Oh my fucking god, Aqua, yeah, right?
Yeah, they're super
Actually,
Danish.
I'm just
If
gonna...
anyone's in any doubt as to the Danishness of that band, you just got to listen to the guy. I forget his name, but the guy
Barbie
on
Girl band,
the
yeah,
Barbie
that's it.
Girl. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. It's-
yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, we're too good at that. But there are some spoken word bits, and the girl is really great. Her sort of Barbie voice is very funny. But the guy who's supposed to be doing Ken, he just sounds like such a Danish dad. Well, Barbie, we're just getting started.
Oh, Ken!
Oh man,
Oh,
yeah, it cracks me up.
this is incredible.
Such terrible music.
I actually, I'm just gonna put it out there. You know, every year we've been doing charity fundraising for Voiceapalooza, which is Wes Johnson's fundraiser to raise funds for the Alzheimer's Association, which is every year in May/June. We obviously don't know whether that's how that's going ahead or what's happening this year. But if it is, obviously we're there. How dare he talk bad about Aqua, right? But I did say last year I would love to add one of the fundraising goals to be that Khan and I have to do Barbie Girl. I just think that'd be so fucking funny.
The fact that I know the words and the melody, even the spoken word parts, that should clue you in that maybe I do protest too much. I think we had it on the PlayStation
We did,
3.
yeah.
There was like the SingStar games. You could download like so many songs. We had like the mics and everything to go with it, and we had a couple of mates who'd come over and we'd do like a karaoke party. This is when we lived in a detached house, so we had no neighbors that were joined at the wall, and we could just do shit as loud as we liked, music wise or karaoke or whatever. And yeah, this was one of the ones that would get picked quite often when our gay friends came around. One of them didn't give a shit about stereotypes. Was like, yeah, we're doing this. Let's go.
I loved it. Boss is like, dude, I'm singing that whole album in my sleep.
Really?
Well, Solo sang when they became popular and made it across the Atlantic. My initial thought was, why is Lex Luthor in a band? But yeah, Vezok Danish, you guys broke my brain. What? So horse in English is very familiar to a certain tree in Elder Scrolls. And I just thought of a vertical horse planted head first to the ground with Argonians worshipping him. Jesus, that is a random thought.
Yeah, that is very strange. I also just wanted to mention very quickly, not to like change the mood too wildly, but you just brought up Wes Johnson.
I know, yeah.
I'm sure you guys are aware of this already. Certainly, if you're on the Ninja Balls Discord, you would have seen 8 to 10 posts about this already. But Wes Johnson, so this is the voice of so many characters in the Elder Scrolls series, almost too many to mention. He started in Morrowind. He was the Imperial City Watch, stop right there, criminal scum. Or the Lucian Lachance, Hermaeus Morris, Sheogorath. Too many to mention. Also Starfield and Fallout. He was taken very, very ill just a couple of weeks ago. And
he was genuinely close to dying.
They were lucky they found him when he did.
Yeah.
And he's been recovering in hospital. Apparently, we don't know that much about it, but it is something that has been sort of plaguing him for a while. And because of medical costs being what they are in America, his family is struggling a little bit with that, as we understand it. Anyway, so his friends put together a GoFundMe page when he was hospitalized. He was a coma was induced. It was really, really serious. Just to take.
Well, not everybody knew. Yeah, he was supposed to be doing a whole thing for Alzheimer's in Atlanta, and he didn't show up. So his wife, his son, they said, "No, there's something wrong. Please go and check the room."
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
They found him unconscious, and they could barely find a pulse. Like, it was fucking serious. They had to induce a coma. He was in coma for 5 days. He is incredibly. He's not only on the mend. He left the hospital yesterday. He's on his way home. He did say himself it's a long way to recovery still.
Yeah, and we don't have all the details because they are private and personal. Yeah. So yeah, why should we? But the fact that his friends started this GoFundMe campaign, I think that speaks for itself. So he has alluded to some other work that lies ahead, and the GoFundMe page is still up. It's met its goal. I just wanted to mention it since you brought him up, Maya.
I'll just
if
post
any
it.
of you are like, oh, that's I've loved these games. I've loved the voiceovers. He was there when voiceovers in games first started to be taken seriously, and he and like Jennifer Hale, who's also in ESO, by the way, as Lyris, they are some of the people you can genuinely say helped to change attitudes towards voiceovers. Just like, well, we just need someone to say a bunch of lines. It doesn't require any skill or talent or payment, really. Just get it done. And they help to switch the narrative and turn games into the great storytelling medium they are today. And it would be nowhere without the voice acting. That much is clear. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to share the link. The goal was for 50k, which was going to help, obviously, with his treatment, but also just so he can actually recover in peace. So take some pressure off. It's already smashed 170 grand, which is...
Yeah, it's just a thing worth mentioning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Since you brought it up. But yeah, moving on. It's there if you're interested. Which house are you in now?
It's the small Nord village.
Oh, it's still the same one,
Yeah.
right? It just makes me think of Schwarzenegger in True Lies. You know when he brings his kid back a snow globe
Yeah.
from his fake trip to Switzerland?
It's 180 grand, actually. It's
Yeah,
smashed.
it's pretty amazing.
So if you guys want to check it out, no pressure. I'm just sharing it because, Wes. So I'm just sharing the link. Here it is. If you guys wanted to check it out, there's also some information. I know the family has been posting some updates. So yeah. But yeah, what a freaking legend, that guy. We just did an interview with him end of last year. So I was like, just spoke to him, and it suddenly put everything into different perspective. But yeah. Anyway. We love him and wish him all the best.
Yeah, great talent, great guy. Just a
Yep.
lovely, lovely dude.
Yep. Look at this house, though. Like, what? A small village. I love it. I love the... I mean, that was obviously an understatement. Do you know what I mean?
So what scale is it, would you say?
I mean, I can walk into all the houses and
It's
everything.
like half scale, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's very cool.
It's beautiful. I love this as well. Like, this incredible watery bit. You know, it's just, yeah.
Oh man, I've got Barbie Girl in my head now. Can somebody sing something else?
I mean, I'm sure loads of people in chat will start singing, but I don't know if that's going to make any difference. Whoops.
I'll catch the vibes. Don't worry about that.
Oh, this is a beautiful house. Right, let's do a little bit more trivia. So we did number 2, yeah. What Thum did the Greybeards teach Euron? A. One that summons a dragon to fight for the tongue who uses it. B. One that summons a great ice wraith of Windhelm to fight for the tongue who uses it. Or C. One that summons a hero from Sovngarde to fight for the tongue who uses it. Busted roses are red. See, people are helping, Khan.
Thank you. So they're all the same, but
Yep.
it's to summon something to help fight for you. A hero.
So A is a dragon, B is an ice wraith of Windhelm, C is a hero from Sovngarde. We've got a guess for B.
The dragons taught Jurgen Windcaller, did you say?
What? The fuck?
Who do they teach it to?
Not dragons. Fucking hell, listen, dude. What Thum did the Greybeards teach
Greybeards.
Euron, the Skald King?
Oh.
Yeah.
I totally missed that it was Euron the Skull King.
Or the Greybeards.
That's kind of an important detail.
Right, so this is Unctum, and it's Alpine Gallery again. Okay. Vezok is saying C, so we've got one guess for the Ice Wraith of Windhelm. We've got the hero of Sovngarde. Yeah, do you have any guesses there? Anyone
I'm
else?
just gonna. I could guess, but I'm not going to. I just want to say I don't know the answer to that one. And despite having just replayed, I mean, we skipped most of the dialogue. But remember, on my Magden, we were doing another Nord session during that Golden Pursuits, and we were doing all the
Smorgasbord, yeah, I get
Euron.
that. I'm sorry, that's an awful pronunciation, but you know.
That's how the Brits and the Americans
Exactly.
say it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. It's an awful pronunciation. Ooh. There's an animal up there at the top, right? What is it? Oh, it's a puppy. So what is this then? Copper mine in Skyrim. Ooh, so this is a mine. A mine, they call it. A mine. No?
This is no mine. It's a tomb.
You're a tomb.
Thanks.
Alright, what's down here?
We still haven't found out whether that is an Event Horizon reference. You know, Lawrence Fishburne. This place is a tomb. It's a very cool line in both films.
Alright, so I'm going to give you guys the answer. So, the Greybeards did teach Euron, nobody quite knows why they decided to teach him. He just rocked up there. He was like, hey, I need help. I'm getting defeated. Alright, we'll teach you a Thum. And they did actually teach him on their summons a hero from Sovngarde to fight for
That
him.
would have been my guess, yeah. But I would have got lucky because I don't remember that. Where do you remember where that is revealed / discussed?
Oh, in game-wise, no.
Yeah.
I was just reading. I was just immersing myself in the Nord lore of the Elder Scrolls. So I'm not actually sure which game that's in.
Well, it must be in this one. Maybe not depicted, but in a
Not
book.
depicted, yeah. But, yeah. Can I go into the mine?
Mine.
Although I'm not sure I want to. There's a dead bird on the door. Like, that seems... Scrolls of the Elder. That's the one. Oh, Oh, I can. Ooh.
All right, real talk for a second.
Yeah.
This is to you, Maya, and everyone in chat.
Ooh.
As the years go by, I love this series of games dearly. Obviously, the single-player games is where my heart is at, but I've really come to admire and enjoy a lot of things about ESO, yada yada yada. But is it just me, or is The Elder Scrolls the worst name for the franchise? Obviously, we can't change it now. It is what it is.
The Elder Scrolls. Yeah, they don't. The scrolls don't really play much of a big.
It's like the most irrelevant, cheesy phrase, isn't it?
Bostic. What? How dare you? How dare he? Yeah. But let's face it, at least in the ESO, typical Dane, at least in the ESO, they're sort of trying to make the scrolls a bit more of a big deal.
They really have. They're really like crowbarring them in wherever they can.
Speaking of which, sorry, this is the weirdest segue, but I'd assume it will make sense to you, Khan. So it's official, guys. We are hopefully in April. Hopefully that won't change. But we have been working on an amazing event with Bethesda UK and ZeniMax Online Studios to bring an amazing celebration of the game that we love and the 10 years and all of that. It's all going to be online. Everyone can take part. Like, there'll be obviously...
It's all going to be here on Twitch,
It's going to be all here on Twitch.
And co-streamed on YouTube some of the time, but yeah, all the...
There will be a raid train as part of it, so hopefully... people like Manbenag, hey, thanks for the follow, and the amazing streamers we have here. We're gonna just have an awesome fun. Each day will be themed as well to sort of the activity to celebrate the different 10 years. And each day we should also have a dev either on with us online or sort of you guys like the game? Yeah, I like the game. Or a pre-recorded interview with the devs to really just...
get their take
on everything, all the last 10 years and what's sort of been going on. So it's going to be amazing. There hopefully will be, we're sort of finalizing everything. There should be tons of competitions, tons of things to take part in, lots of crowns and all these other wonderful things to be won, and several ways for all of you guys to get involved as well. I would suggest for that, genuinely join our Discord, because we've got just lots of ways that people can get involved, because we did it a couple of years ago. Well, just over a year ago. It was the Infinite Arc Live, which was this massive raid train over 20 days, approaching 100 streamers. It was amazing.
That was incredible. Yeah, that was genuinely... Like, it was heartwarming. It was great fun. It was super chill. I got to meet loads of people.
But we're going bigger. We're going better. And my aim this year very much is to make sure that the whole community, not just the streamers and the people watching them, are involved. So there's going to be a fuck ton of stuff. I'm just going to say it. Sorry, I swore. There you go.
That's all right. You're an immigrant. We'll allow it. But also the devs are going to be involved this time.
Exactly, yeah.
That's why it's not happened last year, which was originally the plan. Like summertime, maybe Christmas last year. It's taken that long to organize just because of all the legal stuff that has to be agreed on and teed up. Yeah, I've got to say, people at ZOS, like Gina and so on, and at Bethesda UK, who are coordinating it, have been super generous with their time already, even before the event begins, and have recognized the need to, to get shit organized in advance, so that the players can have like a really special event and hang out with the people who made this game, who worked on it. We wish we could talk to hundreds of them, frankly, but it's going to have to be limited to like one a day, so maybe 10 of the devs, something like that. But still, that'll be like the biggest thing that they've ever done like this. The only thing in some ways. So yeah, do keep your eyes peeled for that. It should be, we're looking at April, right?
Correct.
But that's one of the things that hasn't quite been finalized yet, but it will be soon.
Yep.
And then we've got to get all the amazing streamers that work on ESO and for the community. Is that fair to say? We're going to get as many of them in as we can that that are available. I even wanted to... We haven't done this yet, but I wondered if we should contact the Asian god, who, if you don't know him, he doesn't play ESO anymore, but he was one of the best content creators a while back. He was very low-key. He was very focused on the maths of the game and very much aware of, making fun of the stereotype. Oh yeah, I'm an Asian guy. I focus on like statistics and mathematics and stuff, but genuinely, he would just cut the crap and talk
He
to
was
you
a
about how to.
math nerd, yeah, sort of saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
yeah, he was.
Awesome. I love that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Still do. But because I don't play Final Fantasy, I don't tend to keep up with him the way that I used to. But yeah, he streamed ESO for a long time. So you never know, he might be interested in reinstalling.
Yeah.
There must be loads of people. And we found one right now who remember him very fondly.
Yep. So this one is, welcome back from the break. If you guys missed any of the chat about our April event, basically just like follow Joe and our Discord. You don't want to miss it. There's going to be it's going to be amazing. Devs will be involved. Community will be involved. We're planning loads and loads of fun stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get Rich Lambert on stream and ask some tough, funny questions.
Yeah.
Because the guy is game, you know.
Yeah.
He's well up for it. We got a recording of him in Amsterdam. What I wanted to do was go up to him and say, "Hey, could you just like look into the camera and say, record a little message from my guild? I want you to say, hey, Ninja Pools, a little trust would be appreciated because of the very unfortunate tweet he posted during the update 35 debacle, and which sort of became a funny catchphrase." And I asked the rep from Bethesda, like, "Is that okay?" He's got a sense of humor. Right? He'll find that funny.
A little trust would be appreciated.
Just played it.
Oh, there we go.
A little trust would be appreciated.
And she basically said, "I love this idea. Rich he does not take himself too seriously at all. You must get him to do that. He'll love it. He'll think it's the funniest thing." And he genuinely did. He laughed as soon as I asked him, and he had to like compose himself. And you can see him in that video. He's still chuckling a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope we get the chance to talk to him and do a bit more ribbing of that sort. But also seriously, like he worked on Oblivion. He was a producer, if I remember correctly, on Oblivion, which is, you know, a game many of us remember extremely fondly. And he's one of the main reasons that ESO happened, because he kept poking Todd Howard in the ribs, be like, "By the way, MMO, when are we going to do it? Let's do it. Come on, let's go." And eventually they looked into it, and everyone who was making the decisions about this said, "Yeah, seems like a good idea. Seems like the guy's onto something.
Right.
Let's go."
I just want to point out, so this is Chicken of Doom. Welcome to the Frothing Bear Inn. I'm not sure whether it's bear or beer. Hey, thanks for the follow, Blitz Zero. Hello. Yeah, there we go. There's a note. It's impossible to say if the sign says beer or bear. You can't even tell if it was done on purpose or not. It may not be the nicest or largest, but it is cozy and probably the only inn you will find for quite a distance. In the mountains, no matter if you're Nord, Reachfolk, Orc, Breton, or something else, want to rest for a moment or nights, enjoy a bath, fill your belly, or just want to see a face that is not your own, or a troll's. All are welcome, but no fighting or spitting. But like, look, what the hell is going on here? So there's a chamber pot underneath. All right, get it. Some wine bottles, okay. And there is some blood rags on the floor. Like, what the hell did this person get up to? Like, that looks like a pretty...
I love that description in the inn. Could you read that again, or is that readily available?
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah.
It may not be the nicest or whatever, but it's the only one you're going to get.
Yeah.
It reminds me of...
Well, if you want me to read it. So it's
go for it.
Welcome to the Frothing Beer Inn. It's impossible to say if the sign says beer or bear. You can't even tell if it was done on purpose or not. It may not be the nicest or largest, but it is cozy and probably the only inn you will find for quite a distance in the mountains. No matter if you're North, Richmond, yeah, just come on in, have fun.
It reminds me of that pack of cards. Each one that they had like a horrible chat-up line.
Oh, yeah.
One of my mates had this, and one of them was, "Hey, I may not be the most handsome guy here, but I'm the only one talking to you."
Jeez. Oh, look at that puppy bed. Yeah, that's a funny one.
Isn't that the worst line ever?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's awful. Solo, still remember the funniest Rich moments? They brought him to Hellrat on stream. That monkey on the bridge, poison bug, was gone the next day. Monkey on the bridge bug?
I'm
Poison
guessing
bug.
Sanctum Ophidian.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Yeah. Dima, Maya, I'm trying to get Steer Angler. Steer Angler, do you recall any tough zones to get during the event? Oh, so the Angler event. Khan?
I would have said Cyrodiil and the Imperial City are probably the most irritating because, especially Imperial City.
Because
people will probably kill you.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not doing those because I feel like, I don't know, I haven't been in. It may be that because of the event, people will just be forgiving. Like I've seen screenshots of people just 3 different alliances fishing together in the sewers. That's pretty funny. But it could also be the opposite, that people are thirsty for noob flesh.
blood.
Exactly. So they're like, well, loads of people are going to be in here who have no business in here. They're just fishing. Let's go kill them. So make sure you bank your Telvar before you go in.
Yeah, I did that yesterday. Imperial or Cyrodiil or fishing with others. Has Khan seen Chili Klaus IRL? What?
I don't think so.
Right, so this is Agnimhav. White Sea, a Nord coastal village with a Jarl's Hall, inspired by Dragon's Reach from Skyrim. Oh god, yes, seriously. Like, watch this. This is amazing. Let's go and see the... This is a beautiful village. Oh, I'm stuck.
It looks like Kyne's Aegis.
It really does, yeah.
Which house is that?
This is the Forge Master Falls.
I thought so, yeah.
3 alliances, 2 people each. Yeah, I remember having some screenshots from events of people just sitting together, but then you will always get that person who ruins it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that sometimes happens anyway.
Yeah.
Like, if people are dueling in Imperial City, sometimes all 3 alliances just, form a ring and watch. Or they just start playing the lute in the middle of the street. I've got some videos of that. But, yeah. You might also get the other thing, like Maya said. But in terms of overland zones, I can't think of any that are particularly troublesome. There are a couple of zones that have...
Oh, shit. Oh. Look at this.
Should I hold?
No? I'm just like saying
amazing.
this is...
Yeah, that is so good.
Right.
Damn. Yeah, the only thing I was going to say, there are a couple of zones that will have, like... you've got your lake, fowl fish, river fish, lake fish. And there are a few zones that have 3 fowl fish. But they've got, like, 2 fishing holes for that type.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's annoying as shit, because... well, they're not all up at the same time. But that's the only thing I can think of. It's not that anywhere's particularly difficult to get. It's just it takes forever. It's boring. It's not good gameplay for me. So that's the only reason I'm trying to get it out the way, because it makes more sense to do it now than later, right?
Merkmire and Malabar 4 are harder to navigate unless you spend a lot of time in them. Fuck Somerset. All my homies hate fishing in Somerset. That was Shadowfen Fowl.
There are a couple. I think Green Shade has like a small amount of fowl fishing. I mean, the fowl is the one that comes to mind, right? There are often only a handful of fowl fishing holes, but there is the same number of fish. But I'm the wrong person to ask. I've literally never done fishing. I've always avoided it. So.
We're getting lots of tips from chat, which is helpful.
Brilliant.
I would
Thank you very
argue that it doesn't matter, but since it's the event, it seems rude to kill people that just want to fish. Well, yeah, I get it. As the person, who is just trying to do some questing or fishing or whatever, but at the same time, it is a PvP zone, so I kind of think, well...
Yeah, rude. You're right, it is rude, but rude schmood. It's a PvP zone.
Yeah. Oh my.
I would never tell someone off. Or,
oh my,
whisper
those
them.
are some big balls.
Why, thank you.
Khan is just scared of fish. To be fair, I've done way less fishing even than Khan. And I don't particularly, have an opinion on fishing. Like, some people genuinely say, oh, I really enjoy fishing in every game. I want it to be a thing. I like it. Okay. Not for me, but I don't mind it. But I've just never done it.
I'll tell you what I do like about it.
Ooh.
Is if I have, podcasts or something like that to catch up on. then fishing is like perfect because it occupies so little
Look at this.
of your attention. You can just focus on where do I need to go, you know, play the clicker because it's essentially just a clicker.
Malma for the win. I want Malma to be a race. They're so fun. I want just, or maybe not even a race, just quest. Like I want to do stuff with the Malma. This is a hell of a view. I love that they put, the Agnim have put a little perch up here.
That is a great house. That's just a really, really well done build.
I'm on PC ill currently.
I think it's pronounced EU.
Oh, sorry, EU. And then I'll log on to nah.
It's talk like that led to Brexit, Maya. People mispronouncing it as ew. That's gross. You're like in a union? Ew.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, sure. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, stuck. I just like it. It's really, oh my god, there's a goat on the roof. There's a goat on the roof. If it was not curated for the event, I would not do it, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I've done a little bit of fishing outside of the event, you know, but I think maybe I have 3 zones in how many years? 5 years, 6 years I've been playing this game. It's a long time. And I've just never really given a shit. I think that's the thing, it's so far down the list. You know, it's not that I really have a problem with it, it's just all the other things I would have to get done first in order to think, next on the list, fishing.
Yeah. It's like that thing when you, oh, my name is just Maya the Barbarian. That's me. It's like when you're cleaning, right? And you have all the list of the things. I try and always pick like the one thing that's going to be a pain in the ass, horrible. Let's just get that out of the way. But then there's always that one activity that just, I just can't be bothered, and it just keeps being pushed back to down the list. That's, yeah. No? I'm fishing in green shade now and about to go into coma. I only have 1 more zone. Oh, nice. And Cyrodiil to complete. Gee. Vezoka's got 7 left. Wow.
Good stuff. I basically haven't done any of the DLC.
That's my username ID, yeah. That's me. I'm Maya the Barbarian everywhere. It's my character as well. This is, well, that's...
Prepare for hate whispers.
I know. I mean, she's technically, well, she is my OG character, but she's technically had a sex change. She used...
Oh, yeah, it used to be a male, right?
Yeah, it used to be Travioton. That was my OG character. And then I changed him to Maya the Barbarian. But yeah, that's me. Well, that's not me, but you know what I mean. I need to do Westwield's story. Oh, yeah. I actually... What was I talking about? West... Definitely not...
West Coast. No?
I'm completely blanking, but basically I said today, Westweald. And then I was like, why do I know that? That's not right, though. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Moving on. And I sort of really hoped that somebody would go, hang on, Westweald? Are you an ESO player?
Is that like saying, yeah, is that like saying I'm a friend of Dorothy or whatever?
Well, the other day, there was someone in the class who had, well, I recognized the colors immediately, the blue and yellow. Like, I was like, that's Fallout. And it was like, I mean, it's a while back. That was after the Fallout day. So when they announced more for Fallout 76. And, yeah, I mean, it was like, Fallout. Yeah, did you watch the review yesterday? And the face, that guy was like, what? Like, that I knew immediately. And it's like, 76, yeah, fair enough. You're a Fallout 4, right? He's like, yeah. It was just so fun. He was just so delighted to have.
Yeah, when you meet another nerd out in the wild, because online it's like, yeah, we get it. We're everywhere. But yeah, we should have eventually, if Ninja Pulls or just the ESO thing, ESO fam.
I have too many friends, really? Oh yeah. Shit.
We should totally have like a secret question and answer. What would that be, for example? If you suspect that someone might be an ESO player and you just want to confirm without embarrassing yourself or without causing an awkward moment, Just ask a question that will seem completely innocuous if they're like a WoW player. Can you think of one? Do ninja pull?
Yeah. To be fair, do you ninja pull is a good one. Ask about Ethelia.
No, but
Yeah, how's Ethelia doing? Feel free, Bosty, just to join our Discord.
yeah, well, you're all welcome.
I didn't actually realize I was at capacity with friends. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, I can remove few. I see a couple here. This Khan, Vezog. I don't know. I'm kidding, obviously.
Yeah, mine's like a fancy nightclub. It's one out, one in. We at capacity.
That sounded gross, though.
No, it didn't. You made it gross.
I'd imagine Khan is probably at capacity as well.
No, not even close. I have like 50 friends.
I guess I need to clean up my friends list. But I do have some friends on there that like are literally no longer with us. So I'm not deleting those. Look at that cow! I mean, goat.
It's very easy to get those mixed up.
If you were to pick between blue, red, and yellow, what color would you pick?
Yeah, I was thinking
There we
something
go.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's actually a really good one. But yeah, Boski's is asking if he can add you, Khan.
Yeah, you're welcome to. I mean, you won't get much out of it, I'm afraid to say, but yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Those are most... I mean, obviously I have the people I run with regularly and so on. And yeah, other than that, it tends to be people who are fairly new to the guild, and yeah, they often throw me a friend request.
Vezor Khan, can I add you on MySpace? Oh, absolutely. He's big on there. Oh. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what, it's SoundCloud where you want to add me.
What's that?
My early work.
What's SoundCloud? Am I just being really
kidding.
dumb here?
No, I'm just messing around.
Okay.
I don't have a SoundCloud account.
Yeah, but I don't know what SoundCloud is.
You remember the Doom Eternal soundtrack?
Oh, yeah.
They couldn't release the soundtrack commercially because they fell out with the composer. So the only place we can get it is on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That's like the only reason anyone goes there, or to share like cool. If there's like a really great song and you've done a really wicked remix of it, then I think a lot of that happens on SoundCloud as well. Because, you know, not everyone can be featured on Spotify.
My other boomeranian. Boomerian. Jeez. I just found out
that sounds like a Pomeranian
I know
boomer.
it does, yeah. Solo, just found out that this past Christmas is my cousin-in-law is an ES and Fallout fan. Well, that's a fun one. All right, just...
That is cool.
So this is Nameless User is the name. Old Mistvale Manor. And it's inspired by the loading screen and Nord Explorations. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, I see. Making Star saying, Khan, do you have Tinder?
No, I'm on Grindr, mate.
On what? Grinder, right.
No, I think Tinder was just a thing when we started dating, wasn't it?
Can I add Khan to my homing pigeon? Moose.
So I basically escaped all that Tinder stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I was well aware of it because everyone else was using it. But if I had been using it, you know...
Why is Bosty saying, am I being bullied? Oh, it's, why? Well, I mean, it's the Khan, but it's also spelled K-A-N. K-A-A-N.
A-double-A-N, no H.
What did I just say? I think, yeah, no H.
It's the Turkish rather than the Pakistani
And it's the.
spelling, for example. Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely, you can add Khan to his homing pigeon, yes. Solo just redeemed the Khan! Captain Kirk. And no, I think we're just getting carried away. Like, yeah, I why is there a Christmas tree? That's just brilliant. Oh, that's so pretty.
You are.
Okay.
How do you like the housing tour so far?
Oh, it's beautiful. I do like the Nord sort of vibe in general. I mean, I'm trying to build a Nord house for this character, but I'm not very, about halfway, quarter, maybe there. First time here, and now I know Khan is famous.
What?
Queen Katie. Just redeemed the Mario fart. Love that one. Blue Pixie. I mean, Khan is obviously famous. All over Tinder and all of that. Yeah.
This is not my joke. One of my friends, I totally stole this from one of my friends. But I loved it so much. I tell the joke any opportunity I have. So we were talking about Tinder and Grindr a minute ago. One of my friends, when he just wanted to describe one of his friends to me that I didn't know. And the best way he could think to sum up this person's personality and sexual proclivities was to say, "Oh, this is the guy that was trying to complete Grindr." Like a video game.
Yeah.
And so that was the best fucking description ever. Almost literally. Yeah, there's a very colourful friend of mine from university. Really, really funny dude.
That's, yeah. Insomnia Aaron, you two are a couple? How am I only knowing this now? Well, yeah.
I suppose we don't talk about it all the time.
No. But I guess it's not a secret. Trying to complete Grindr. Grindr World's first trifecta. Any percent speedrun. Jeez.
See, it's just funny.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, this dragon actually close up is pretty. But yeah, as I said, if anybody's wondering, as I said, we're silly here on this channel. That's sort of the point, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Moose. No Insomnia Aaron. It's actually just one person. Well, have you seen the two of us in the same room ever, guys? Together? Yeah.
No wonder she couldn't make it to Amsterdam.
Exactly. The next house is Lulu's.
Hey.
Lulu Zealander is where she set up and owns Housefolio, which is basically this awesome Discord server for all the wonderful housing people to post their creations in.
Yeah, to post their most awesome finished creations.
All right, Antiquarian's Alpine Gallery, the Jarl's Feast.
Also Danish. Another reference there.
Just one talented but mentally insane person doing two voices at once. Wow.
It's just Andy Serkis.
At the same time, yeah. To be fair, if you guys hang out in this channel, you know that Khan is pretty good at various impressions.
I can't do a Maya impression, though.
No, you couldn't.
Hiya, this is Maya.
You knew you were going to do that.
But it always feels like when a
I
guy
don't sound
does...
like that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. When a guy tries to do an impression of a woman speaking, often that's the only place to go, and it feels dumb and patronizing. To like I'm going to do a Minnie Mouse voice.
Vezlo, my favorite Khan impression is Jube.
Is what?
Jiub.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Dark Elf
Yeah.
from Morrowind. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that one. But that's because they have so few lines, and I heard them like a million times when I was a kid.
Oh, it's just beautiful. I love the windows. Well, come on then, Khan.
It's any of the Dunmer males from Morrowind. I feel like they all have the same voice. So if you go to Vivek City in Morrowind, if you don't have a good relationship, if you don't have there's a faction system and you have what's the word, like reputation basically, and the whole thing with Morrowind is that everyone hates you. You're an immigrant. You're not welcome, even if you're a Dunmer. They call you Outlander and Enwa and all this stuff. And the guards in Vivek City are the most unfriendly. And if you talk to them, they will literally say, "We're watching you, scum."
Yeah, they're not nice. Bosty's like, it's pronounced Jube. Well, I'm sure I
always thought
mispronounced
it
that
was-
as well. But yeah.
I always thought it was Jub, but I've actually got no idea.
Or maybe...
He's in Skyrim,
No,
isn't he?
I'm getting it wrong, aren't I? Yeah. No, that's what... It's just... Yeah, I keep misreading it. Yeah, you're right, Khan. That's why Khan was like... Huh? He said it right there. Honestly, but my brain is sort of on... repair mode, I think, is a good way of putting it.
Pronounced Yayub.
Anyway, Queen Katie, I like to share the voices in my head so everyone can experience insanity.
It's healthy.
Oh, this is
I'm with you.
beautiful. Yeah, Lulu just has this incredible talent of sort of transforming a huge space into a really cozy place, but not like fairly in a way that I could imagine it being done. Yeah, I love it.
She's a great curator as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like her homes often have like
You gotta use repair kit, Maya.
I feel like Lulu's homes often give you a sense of like pathing. It's like level design.
Yes.
Like the way a museum
She
or an art
really
gallery is
thinks
laid
about
out.
the story being told, and I don't mean like sometimes houses literally have a story, like characters moving around doing stuff. But Lulu, there is a story through her houses, just really subtle. Like and you might not even sort of think of it like conscious. Oh yeah, that's what I'm being told. But then you leave and yeah. But then we love Lulu around here, so whatever Lulu does is awesome. And actually, it is always awesome, so it's kind of easy, right?
But it is also fun once you get like the measure of certain
Designer.
house builders. Yeah, and that's a very you might not even know you're in one of the houses, but you're thinking
I recognize
that's
his
a
style.
Yeah, that's a Lulu move or a Catchlight move. Like we were talking about Catchlight's a use of color palette and stuff like that.
Yeah, I should do that spotlight soon again.
Yeah,
Because I had some really amazing people, amazing builders join me. And it was just, we were going through their houses and they were talking to me about, how they go about design. What is it that, and suddenly you're like, okay, that makes sense to me. And yes, I can see it through the house. Oh, yeah, I definitely noticed that. And it's just
some
so
people
nice.
just build and iterate and they iterate and iterate. They keep changing. Like a piece of clay, you keep adding and subtracting and keep moving stuff around until you're happy with it. Whereas other people will like get out a pen and paper and
Yeah,
plan
that was
everything
so
out,
cool.
and so it's by the time they build it, it's almost finished. It's wild.
Yeah.
I don't do any housing really. I just dump the collectible furnishings I have. I want them out of my inventory, and I want to be able to teleport for free. That's what my houses are for. But I love how much technique and creativity there is. It reminds me of the the people who design new Lego sets and stuff like that. Oh shit, Maya. I just got event tickets.
Prick. Hey,
Well-
thanks for the follow, Zare. Thank you.
Can anybody help me out with this? So I'm in Daggerfall right now, the city of Daggerfall. I'm up by the castle, was fishing, and there is a white werewolf, an albino werewolf that just spawned under a bridge,
Well, let's get me tickets. Yes, please.
and I just killed it and it dropped tickets. Why?
It's a mini boss thing. Hey, Blue Pixie, thank you so much for the follow.
Could it be a quest boss? But I wasn't even aware that quest bosses were included,
My boss is saying it's a boss, so.
It's just called werewolf, but it must be a story boss, right?
Werewolf.
Yeah.
No? It's a quest boss, yeah, that's what Vezok is
Is
saying.
that a fearless vampire killers? Right?
Yep.
Werewolf.
Werewolf! Aww.
Wasn't Sharon Tate in that? Like a year or two before she was killed? Did we find that out last time we watched it? I was like, who is that actress? She's amazing. Oh fuck, it's Sharon Tate.
Oh god, yes! Sorry, that was a weird reaction, but yes. And in the most heinous way as well.
Yeah, as in Charles Manson
Ugh.
and all those idiots. Yeah, and I never knew that was
really
her.
horrible to find out when you're like, oh, what's happened to this actress? Why hasn't she done more? She's also,
Why didn't she do more stuff? She's so great. And it's like, ooh.
Their castle.
Yeah, we should watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Tarantino movie. Still haven't seen that. Anyone seen that? Can you recommend?
Let's go kill stuff.
What do you want to do, like a dolmen or a world boss
Wolf
or a
of Wares.
delve?
Oh, anything quick and easy. Got suggestions?
Well, I already made them.
Oh, just
Delve, world boss,
Delve.
dolmen, or something fun.
Moose
like
is
a
saying, yeah,
Harrowed
can't
Storm.
recommend it. Mostly because I haven't seen it.
Hey.
Hey. Alright, you go somewhere, Khan. I'll do the next,
But yeah, I think Margot Robbie portrays Sharon Tate in that film. And seeing anything bad happen to Margot Robbie is probably quite upsetting. I mean, seeing anything bad happen to anyone in a film.
Pew pew! Alright, so, we already did, so... Oh, there we go. What Thum did the Greybeards teach Yoron? So we already figured that out. So to
What's it mean?
summon a hero from Sovngarde. But now... What hero did Yoron's voice summon? Was it Wolfheart, the Ash King? Was it Stalrim? Or was it Isgramor? Schnacks, hey Schnacks. Everybody talking about werewolf, but nobody asking how wolf?
Or why wolf?
Why wolf?
These are the important questions.
They really are.
And the politicians just have us arguing about the unimportant stuff like werewolf, werewolf. Anyway, let's not get into politics.
We've
Boo.
got one guess for Ash King. Yes, wolf.
Port's me, Mike.
Solo Stalrim, B. I already did Port. When you told me to,
then-
so you fucked
Then
it.
port again because I changed my mind. I thought we're doing like a Nord themed stream, so I should go to Skyrim.
Smart.
We should do a
Smart.
Nord themed. What is the most Nord themed boss you can think of? Apart from impossible. How did you win?
Yeah, we're not.
We're not
doing
going to
that.
see her. No, she doesn't drop tickets anyway, bitch.
Do you have a big double mount? Yeah, what a good boy.
We're off to see Ismgar.
The wizard. Yeah, I was going to say that dude. Right, so, do you know, Khan? Greymore final boss. Do you know, Khan? What hero did Yoron's voice summon? Was it Wolfheart the Ash King? Was it Stalrim? Or was it Isgramor?
Stalrim, is that a person? I thought that was that weird crystalline ice thing that. I'm gonna go for Wolfarth.
Wolfheart?
Yeah, isn't that what you said?
Wolfheart, the Ash King.
Right.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
it is correct. Yes, it's Wolfheart.
Nice.
So, because Yoron's voice, in his voice, the Thum became a royal call of valor. And he summoned a hero that was none other than Wolfheart the Ash King. Or Wolfric. But yeah, do you guys know what Stalrim is? Because it's not a person. Khan already sort of alluded to it.
I already spoiled
Yeah,
it.
you
Sorry.
did. It's my little
Well,
bonus question.
anyone who played Dragonborn knows damn well what that is.
But I was really proud. I saw that now for Stalrim. That's such a cool name. But, you
I think it comes from Old Norse for steel and frost. You know,
it's
rhyme.
a clothing company. Oh, Raves Lord, I wanted to visit the library. What turned out? It was fully booked. Oh, shit. Ooh, pretty.
Oh, I got frozen. Frosty Borba.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Why am I on my trash setup? That's dumb.
It's really dumb. Yeah, so ancient burial practices on Solstheim involved covering the deceased with Stalrim, a magical and nearly unbreakable material to protect the body. I think you can. Special crafting stone, I think, from Solstheim. There we go, yeah.
Yeah. Because, think of German. Stahl, right? Steel. Stål in Danish. And rhyme, as in frost.
Oh, I should go and spend some tickets. Ticketos.
Tikatos.
Alright,
It kind of sounds like a Greek island when you say it like that.
ticketos. Yeah. Oh, the music is so relaxing and lovely.
Yeah, man, I need to remember to put music on. Because I primarily play ESO for dungeons and trials, I tend to have the music off all the time. And I remember to switch it on when I'm going questing or whatever, which does happen. Rarely. But yeah, fishing and stuff, just hanging out. I should also switch it on for that. Because it's really good.
Explain once more why
So, a lot of the time, not always. We should get Eggbirds on at some point. In fact, we should do that video
Yep.
where I just like interview Eggbirds about the soundtrack of ESO. This is one of the officers in Ninja Pools. He's literally a musician, a conductor, music teacher. He's a polymath when it comes to musical instruments. I don't want to oversell him too much, but you know, he's not just a gaming,
Is that
you know. I don't want to just say nerd because that doesn't like do justice to him, does it? But when it comes to music, oh my god, the guy, I could listen to him for hours. The level of insight, and he talks very entertainingly and sort of passionately about this kind of stuff. And he loves like the history of music in games, from you know the old Nintendo, like 8-bit compositions to to picking apart what is great and not so great about the ESO score. So yeah, I'd love to just get his thoughts in organized order one day for YouTube and then just monetize that shit shamelessly. That's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Find friends of yours who are really clever about something and then just... Yeah. Done.
Alright, so I've logged into the NA server.
Good for you.
I know.
How many houses you got on the NA server?
A couple, I think. Not many.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Alright, so. Next question. Oh, come on, log in. Where is it? So the King Wulfric, what did he reinstate in Skyrim? Was it A, taxes for the rich? B, traditional Nordic pantheon? C, worship of Alessia? Any
King
guesses?
Wulfric.
Yeah.
Who, can you tell us any more about who that is? Is that like an ancient Nord leader or someone in ESO or someone in Skyrim? But you don't want to say, would that give it away?
It might.
Alright.
But yeah,
I do not know this one.
I was just like, what is this? What is this weird whispering? That's all the automatons in Clockwork City that really threw me. Yeah, it's the Lord of Solitude.
Oh, Wulfric.
Yeah, Wulfric.
I'm just gonna guess, but it's a total guess. Reinstated the traditional pantheon.
Well, we've got a guess for that one. Queen Katie A. No, Wulfric. I thought you said Ulfric. I'm obviously just not pronouncing it properly. Mumbling a little bit. Captain Peter Prima Nocta. Okay. Yeah, it's Wulfric. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, not Ulfric Stormcloak.
No.
Voiced by
Seriously?
your countryman,
Yes. What? Oh, Kulich.
Vladimir Kulich.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Thank you.
Who, if you ever listened to Ulfric Stormcloak's voice and thought, damn, that guy's got a fun voice to listen, because he really does. You should check out The 13th Warrior, an incredibly corny but kind of fantastic film based on a Michael Crichton novel. All about it's basically like, what if Beowulf was based on historical, plausible events that actually occurred, and sort of a mashing together of a real figure called Ahmed Ibn Fadlan, who's a real guy who came to Germania in like pre-medieval Europe and documented the fire ships, that kind of ship burials and all the customs of the Vikings that lived in that part of Europe. So Antonio Banderas playing this character, and Vladimir Kulik playing Bolivar, or Beowulf, essentially. Great film, right?
Yep.
Not great with a capital G, but in like just great fun.
Ooh, this is cute. Rickard is packing the most essential items for his next Nord cultural exchange mission. Good preparation is the key to success. So this is a little like storage. His room. That's so cute. So
This is Rickard the Brash, the guy we keep bumping into in this game.
yeah. So
Voiced by.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna piss you
No,
off.
I'm blanking now. Yeah.
Oh no, I've
Voiced by
forgotten his
Michael
name
Jackson.
as well.
I see his face. I just can't quite. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway. So hiking of Skyrim. That was King Wolfheart.
Ah,
Yeah. So we're talking first era. He's said to have been a dragonborn, with like really good at his theme.
he's just really good at dragonborning.
He was really good at it, yeah. But any hoodle poodle. Yeah, it was he did reinstate the traditional Nordic pantheon. I did say reinstate worship of Alessia. Actually, he smashed Alessia's shrines. So yeah,
You might want to finish that sentence.
he smashed Alessia. Yeah.
And then bragged about it to his mates. And Alessia was like, I am never using Tinder again.
What would Nord version of Tinder be called? To be fair, Tinder's pretty good, I feel like.
Yeah, Mida.
Meter. Yeah, that would work. That would work. That'd be weird.
Or just Dalos.
Tender.
Dalmor.
Tender. Yeah.
And,
With like an umlaut about the A. Yeah. Okay, next one is Harmonia. And Eels. I got where's Sorry. And which
those noises.
and we're going to Autumn's Gate.
That's not a bad quiz, Maya. I mean, it's not that easy, but on the plus
No,
side,
but it's fun.
you're explaining the answers, so I'm actually learning stuff about.
So
the
this one
Nords.
is sort of fun. So how many times did King Wulfric die? Once, twice, 3 times. Any guesses? Vezok is going with 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because it's the funniest.
So this is the no. Nord's a traveler's house. Nord traveler's house. The owner of this house is a Nord traveler. He loves his house, which is a little bit away from the village. There are many things here that belong to other cultures, but mostly fit into the Nord style, except perhaps the aquarium he got as a gift. In the yard of the house, there is a bathhouse and a small stable. That sounds pretty nice. Botsy is like, yeah, 34 times, obviously. Yeah, that's correct. It was a trick question. Trick question, everyone. Once, twice, 3 times. I thought you were going to pull
if Manimarco was in town, you never know how many
Richie
times.
joke. yeah. Money Marco's in town, and it could be 34 quite easily. And Solo, and number 2, so 2 deaths. What do you think, Khan?
I already said 3.
You did say 3. Oh, I'm sorry, because it's
That's
the
all right.
funniest. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. Funniest / stupidest.
I love it, yeah. All right, well, it's twice. So legends claim that an evil god once made him and all of Skyrim into children. And when Wolfhard found a way to cure his people, he inadvertently made himself extremely old and died for the first time. He led the invasion of Resdain, modern-day Morrowind, and fought at the Battle of Red Mountain, where he was killed again.
No way.
So that's the 2 times. 2 times later. No, let's not do that.
No, go on.
No.
Continue.
No.
Yes.
No.
Chat
Ooh.
begs you to
No.
continue.
Look, there's aquarium. See? Pretty. Ooh, pretty.
Don't change the subject.
I've changed. Oh, there's a kitty.
Come on, just a few more
No.
bars. Why not?
Because I don't know what comes afterwards.
I don't even know what song you were singing. I just liked it.
This is cute. I love the sort of the trophies on the walls and everything. So like everything is very Nord. But they're like, well, I killed Zamaja, so of course I brought her head back because that's cool, right? Oh, there's a cat
That would
howling.
be pretty good bragging rights, actually, wouldn't it? I see you have an elk's head on your wall. Did you see my slowed head?
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty good flex.
Do you mind letting the cat in? It's shouting. Alright, could you? Ooh, there's a kitty. Meow. Meh. Zamaja's such a meme. I wouldn't be surprised if there are people who want to bring back her toes instead of her head. Yeah, or like her antenna, her antlers. They are cute.
Yeah, the little antenna are cute, yeah.
Like if people are like, but Maya, you're weird. I mean that sure, but it's cute. Let's go and have a look. That's Coral
I
Eerie.
like that line though. Zamaja's such a meme.
Yeah. You get
No.
Yeah.
Barbara Goodson.
Yeah.
Right? Last time I mentioned this, we got like a real excited reaction from someone. I'm just going to say it again just in case there's anyone else here who is delighted by this fact. Barbara Goodson, who voiced Zamaja, she also did a bunch of other characters in ESO, but she is like the witch from the Power Rangers, which I don't know well enough for that to mean much to me. But like I said, last time we talked about this, someone was just totally brain fucked to hear that was her. It's like, oh my god, that's the best thing ever. So if that means anything to anyone.
As if you're not going to play fair, then neither am I. That was really awful, but it's that sort of...
That's pretty good.
But yeah, look at those cute antlers things.
But my favorite is if my favorite is if you get the hard mode. That's if. And this is a line she only delivers on Vet if you kill all three Welkinar in the room with her. So the hard mode, she will say, "All this power, and still I fail. Pathetic." Just as she's like biting the dust.
Grub
That's gotta feel good.
Gaming. What are the best add-ons now for general leveling and content for a returning player? I mean, we do have sort of a list of the things that we use, but for just general gameplay, I'd say Dolgabon's Lazy Rid Crafter, or whatever that thing is called, to do
Map
your rids.
pins. Yep.
Map pins.
There aren't that many that you sort of quote-unquote need. If you start
they're
doing
like- yeah.
trials fairly seriously, then there are a bunch of add-ons which absolutely I would recommend. And if you love your UI nice and clean, or if you really, really dislike the default in-game, the vanilla UI, which, by the way, later this year we are getting a UI overhaul. We have no idea what it's going to look like. It could look exactly the same, just a little bit neater, cleaner, updated, but it could. I'm hoping it'll be more of a refresh than that. But yeah, we don't really know. But yeah, I personally like some of the UI add-ons, like LUI extended. Perfect Pixel changes all the inventories and all those UIs to be a little bit more sensible for like high-res monitors. I just realized I'm fishing in the wrong hole.
You don't
Well-
want to get the wrong hole, no.
Yeah, I'm fishing in a hole where I cannot catch anything I need. Duh.
Grub saying, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, if you want any of the links, like just where to find them on in tips, or if you've got any issues or questions, our Discord is open to everyone. I've got a cat in my face. That's my cat. Sorry, I've been leaning away from the mic, so if, yeah, the cat is catting.
We try to keep that list on Discord fairly up to date. You know, when things change or new add-ons pop up, or new features get added, does happen.
I have 1,000 hours in game and never did anything but get tunes to CP 160. Meow. Thanks, Solo. I started an Arcanist this weekend. Well, interesting timing. Khan is just about to publish tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We'll see.
Tomorrow, yeah. It's so nearly finished.
A video on Stamina Arcanist. I mean, the Arcanist sort of how-to Arcanist is already on YouTube, and there is a Magicka Arcanist, but Stamina Arcanist is also coming.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take the bait. I'm just gonna plug what I've been doing. So since late last year, I've been focusing on making videos that can really get more of those people who love this game and who we love hanging out with, but who don't like trials or don't feel confident in trials or haven't done that many trials. You know, you can see where I'm going with this. I want to get those people to join us in trials. There's so many of them. Many of them we haven't even met yet, but lots of them are in our Discord. We're already hanging out with them here on Twitch or on Discord. And yeah, it's just part of the game which they haven't really unlocked yet because it's a little bit intimidating or I haven't got the time to get ready for it or whatever. Just trying to make it easier. So we did 7 class guides, Arcanist, Dragon Knight, etc., etc. Just going over the class toolkit. Here is everything and how it works. Here's how you build a DPS. And then now I'm going through the 14 versions of that. So Magicka Stamina for each class, and actually being a little bit more specific about gear and rotation.
I actually just
and
pulled up
gameplay.
our Ninja Pulse YouTube.
And my
to
hope
show what's
is
going on.
that means whenever someone wants to, if they have the time, then these videos are going to reduce the amount of effort and hassle it takes for them to get where they want to get. Because you could literally just copy what I'm saying, and that is your
Yeah,
starting
so that's
point.
the
Of
Arcanist
course,
explained.
eventually you need to learn the trials and all that stuff, but this like gets you all of the way there except for that last bit. And I know DPS videos, build videos have been done before, but I'd like to think these go a little bit further. Maybe a lot further.
I love the
Yeah,
randomness of
idea.
our video. So we've got, Warden, cool, Arcanist, event, a bit of lore, interview with the wonderful Wes Johnson. Oh, Jello Cake and Nuka-Cola Quantum.
That was
Nuka
Bethesda.
Float.
That was Bethesda getting in touch and saying, we hear you run a cookery school, is that correct? Could you make some stuff for Fallout Day? And we did. And strangely, they didn't particularly retweet it or anything, but we made it for them, and that was what they asked for.
And they're
And they-
freaking awesome.
And they're really good videos, yeah.
I mean,
So
look
now
at that. This is all... I made all of this, right? That cake, the float. Khan made that little congrats there at the top.
That's
I
my
love
one
that.
contribution.
Yeah.
Oh, and camera operator.
Yeah. But that float, I made the Coke, myself, the syrup and everything, and the Quantum Cola. It's actually good. Turns out, it fucking rules.
And the Quantum Cola was really
It
freaking
was
good.
so good.
I'm one of those guys, I will have Coca-Cola if I'm hungover, because it's great. It contains phosphoric
Quinine.
acid, I want to say.
There's,
No,
there's
isn't
no
it
quinine.
phosphoric
No, ignore
acid?
me. Yeah.
And that literally is a nausea suppressant. Anyone who's a chemist or whatever, they may correct me slightly on that, but essentially that's how it works. So if you've ever had Coke on a hangover where you're feeling a little bit rubbish, like at a festival or whatever, that's why. It literally suppresses those feelings of nausea. But other than that, I don't really do soft drinks. They're too sweet, they're too grim, they're a bit too kiddie for me. I've never really been into them. But yeah, this Quantum Cola that Maya made, it was just packed with loads of fruit flavors. It was really freaking good, basically. Really decent.
Good news is there's different types of new cola flavors. Oh, that's so true. If you're up for the challenge, oh man, yes. I'm down. There is actually a video. We shot a video for. Sorry, this is nothing to do with, but for sweet rolls. So that's waiting to be edited.
Yeah, that's true.
Please.
Yeah. Well, we got really into after we'd made the 2 Nuka-Colas, the regular one and the Quantum one. We were sort of quite into it for a few weeks. We even wanted to go and buy. You can get Nuka-Cola bottles from the official Bethesda store. They're glass replicas and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
But
when we spoke to Bethesda, I was
Luckily,
like,
most of them were sold out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We spoke to Bethesda. I was like, any chance you have those like lying around? Because I could really use them. Oh, shoot, we don't. I was like, oh, really? Really? That's a shame.
Like, we're not even that into Fallout. I really like the series. I loved Fallout 3. I didn't play as much. Never finished Fallout 4. But I really enjoyed it. And Fallout 76 I've had a really good time in. But with already another MMO taking up so much of my time, it's like, no. I'm not going to invest heavily in that game. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, it was a really fun one to dip into, actually.
Yeah, it was really good fun. Ooh. Ooh.
What's up?
I'm just trying to jump and it's not going so well. But look at these views. Like, this game is just crazy cool. I prefer my DK health tank for trials. Cool.
Oh, I see. Like, this is about the Arcanist thing. Yeah, that makes sense. If you prefer tanking, then all
Obviously,
good.
yeah.
But you never know. The Arcanist does have its plus points. A lot of people say it's a bit too boring, it's a bit too easy. I sort of used to agree with that, at least partly, but the more I have played it since the arrival of the Banner Bearer, that new grimoire. It's not new anymore, but the newest scribed ability that was added late last year. The more I'm finding Arcanist actually quite engaging, and it's really strong, and kind of entertaining to play as well, because it's got that constant feeling of feedback from the beam. There isn't much else that really has that sense. Because even though the Templar beam is wicked, is one of the coolest abilities in the game, it locks onto the target, so you don't get that same feeling of like, you know, in like old movies where there's like a gangster character firing a Tommy gun and they're waving it from left to right, laughing, you know, while firing the gun. That's what it feels like. You're sort of waving the beam around and you're like connecting with the damage that it's dealing. The Templar beam doesn't have that because it locks on. Any movement you do after that, it just stays. So there is something about the Arcanist gameplay, I think.
A peanut butter burrito, by the way. Fantastic name. I love it. Grew up gaming. I played Sork and Templar, and I prefer the Arcanist so far. Playing Stam at the moment. Well, that's Teddy. So there's my cat in my face again. Come on, go away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, make sure to sub to our YouTube. The video should be out soon. That's not
Definitely
what I meant to do. There's no Ninja Pulse raid yet. Sorry.
definitely don't like abandon the other classes. For one thing, Arcanist will be nerfed one day, and they keep trying to get it off the top spot, I think, but they just don't do quite good enough a job. Because I don't think they have a great sense always of where its power is coming from, and they don't want to make it completely useless in PvP. But yeah, so they've given themselves a tricky task, balancing the Arcanist. But anyway, don't ignore the other classes, but also don't completely believe the people who say Arcanist is boring and easy. You know, you want to play a real DPS class, play something else. I'm not sure that's entirely fair. What do you think, Mike? You've played a lot of Templar and Arcanist. What's your sense of that?
I like both of them. I think they both... There are obviously some similarities, but they're different enough. And you can sort of... you can tailor it. You can do more or you can do less, you know? As you were saying, sort of... You can track timers. You can... Teddy... Oh, that's my face again. They put arcs even further on top with Banner.
Exactly.
Robotom, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Robotom knows what he's talking about. That's exactly what I meant by they've given themselves a difficult class to balance. They really have. Because I don't think Banner was supposed to be a giga buff to the Arcanist, but it kind of is. And the Azure Blight change was probably not supposed to be a buff by proxy, but that's exactly what it was, so... Yeah.
Sort of saying, yeah, Arcanists might get nerfed once they start balancing PvE and PvP separately. Yeah, if they do...
Yeah.
That will definitely make a lot of things easier. You know?
It would make their job easy, you'd think, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But then, you know, why haven't they done it? If it would make their job so much easier, surely they would have done it by now. Yeah.
Captain Big and Beautiful is saying, I think easier the content, easier the Arcanist gets, but in long fight it becomes tricky to adjust the beam with other cooldowns. And you can add a lot more. I mean, if you just overland, just beam, it's easy. Then yeah, that you just go brrr, done. Yeah, the timers and what you can add, bring in. Yeah, definitely.
I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. I think it's the same thing that Sorcerer used to have. People would look up my guide for Sorcerer or Stamplar back in the day. Stamplar's a bit different now. But they would look at that and think, I can see the graphical representation of the static rotation. Those are like the main thing that Ninja Balls used to do. We still do them, but that was like how we became content creators, because people were saying, could you note these down, these rotations that you teach people, put them on YouTube, put them in a graphic, make it easier for us to learn and follow. You look at those and you're like, yeah, you look at those and you think, oh my god, that gameplay, when you show it like that, looks like a fucking joke. But the point is, that's just the starting point. There's loads of headroom after that for you to go. Like, think of Magsork. It's a very easy rotation to learn if you don't have the execute included, especially. But then you add in things like bound armaments, crystal frag procs, like, when do you prioritize crystal frags over something else? When do you bar swap? Do you wait for, all these little details? And like 80% of players will never go there. But for the 20% who want to go there, they will get a lot of complexity and dynamic fun out of playing the class like that. That's not a coincidence. The devs don't know everything. They don't always do a perfect job, but this is an area where I do think they have good form. And the banner has done the same thing for the Arcanist. It's made it way more interesting.
Yeah, so they're saying plant execute relation is pretty tricky. Hella fun though.
Yeah. Exactly, same thing. You don't have to min-max your execute on a Templar, but if you wanna, there's room for you to like add that level of mastery and get really sweaty about it.
Oh, should we have another question?
Let's do it.
Right, so are Nordic barnacles eaten by the Nords? Yes or no? Oh my god.
Barnacles? You mean the things that grow on the bottom of boats?
Yes,
and, like...
that's the one. Nordic barnacles. Brick barnacles. Okay, Kitty. I just gave you some treats. Go Kitty off somewhere else, please. Yes, please.
For those wondering what the hell is happening, Ted is basically blocking Maya's view of her own monitor.
Yep.
He's just standing there with his stripy body.
He's just been having a bit of
admire me, cuddle me.
Yeah.
Administer your humanly duty.
Yeah.
Cat's gonna cat.
Yeah. Well, he's doing something. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, are Nordic barnacles eaten by the Nords? What do we think? Yes or no?
It's a weird question, I'm not gonna lie.
I know, but it's fun. I've got a couple more foodie ones. I keep seeing builds with banner. I was gone over a year. Yeah, I see, yeah. Yeah, it was introduced last year, yeah.
Banner's really good. It's basically it's too good not to use.
The skills is scribing. I'll just link Khan's video on scribing cat.
There's nothing about banner in there because
no, but like how to get the scribing quest started and everything.
Yeah, banner you can once you have everything else, you can just go and buy the grimoire. The grimoire is the base skill. It's like buying, I don't know, Deathstroke on a Nightblade, or Puncturing Strikes on a Templar. You buy the grimoire, you have the base ability, and then you can change it with scripts, and those are per character. But again, they can just be bought with in-game gold. It's or earned through grinding, quests, specific drops. We've done a video on all of that as well. Just bear in mind that these videos were made when scribing was new, so just under a year ago. And a few things have changed. Most obviously, Banner Bearer has been added. I think it's fair to say there's no class that gets as much out of Banner Bearer as the Arcanist does for DPS. It's stupidly good.
It's like mini spellcrafting, yeah. Well, it's sort of the early version, 1,000 years prior to spellcrafting, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like what spellcrafting grew out of.
Yeah.
800 years later,
Pretty cool.
which is not a bad idea, and it ties it back to, without any spoilers, ties it back to Shalador. Remember him?
Never heard of him. Yeah. Level 30. Should I jump into it now? There is no reason why not to. You don't have to wait for anything.
There's nothing
It's just a
difficult about
quest.
it.
Yeah, and you get some skill points along the way. When you level up, you know what I mean.
I quite liked the story. There were some people who were like, it's very different from ESO's usual go here, kill that boss type.
And part of the scribing, there is one quest that Wes Johnson voices one of the characters, and it is one of his favorite. Like, recent sort of, this one meant a lot to me. So
Yeah. The man struggles not to well up when he talks about it.
yeah.
Because it meant so much to him. And it is a really cool voiceover and a really nice little story.
The stuff from Banner is horrific. I think it's very disappointing they've taken so long to fix it.
Yeah, it's in the upcoming patch, isn't it? I as someone who uses it all the time, doesn't bother me. So I'm guessing but I know some players who are like almost allergic to the noise it makes. But I think most players aren't that fussed. They're just like, okay, Zos, maybe fix that. Bit loud. Thank you very much. And for people, for those players who are like, oh my god, this hurts my head. They're wondering, what the fuck are the devs playing at? Like, this is urgent. You need to get this. Pull your finger out and get it done. But I'm guessing there's no one on the dev team who's experienced it, for whom it is quite so painful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if the average reaction is just, oh, that's a bit unpleasant. Whereas there's a minority of people who are completely, like, want to rip their ears off because of this thing.
All right. Let's go back to the barnacles. So yes or no? Are they eaten or not? What do we think?
Given the... I mean, I'm just going to say no, because that seems like the more interesting response, but what the hell? I'm looking forward to finding out why you're asking this.
Well, technically,
Tires are everywhere.
seared barnacles are like quite a delicacy, but they are quite rare. Which seems kind of crazy, because there is a lot of water, there are a lot of boats, but apparently these special Nord barnacles are quite rare, so they are quite a delicacy. That to me just doesn't... No, yeah. It doesn't seem like the thing I'd want to eat, or think that it was a... it's a...
That's what I was thinking. Of all the shellfish...
It's a highly sought-after ingredient. Ingredient, even. But yeah, since we're on the food... Yeah, sorry, Khan.
What can you tell us about barnacles as a food? I mean, you're the chef, and you actually know quite a lot about fruits de mer, but...
Yes,
Like, have
Nord
you-
barnacles.
I've never had barnacles, have you?
No?
I've had cockles, mussels, oysters, scallops, razor clams. Pretty much everything you could name, we've had it at some point. I've never had a geoduck, have you? That's
No.
that giant...
I know exactly what it is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Google it. It's a giant, terrifying clam. A geoduck. It's a really crazy looking thing. But I don't think I've ever had barnacles.
I mean, it is a crustacean, so I've never tasted it, but it's sort of this weird tubey thing with stuff at the end. I think it's one of those things that's like, sure. And I think especially like
Really seems worth eating, right?
Yeah, they are kind of big, but it's like Norma, those kind of restaurants. It became sort of, I don't want to say fashionable because that makes it sound a bit shitty, but sort of, hey, let's really eat everything that our land has to offer, which is a good thing. But it sort of became a thing, and I think it became more popular than it should have been. No, it's just food. Let's enjoy all the food, but let's not make it,
Let's not pretend it's amazing when it's just,
Yeah.
like oats or something.
Robotom is saying it might be more of a PlayStation game chat issue. The banner, maybe. Yeah. What about Elsewhere fondue? Made of moon, sugar, and cheese. I know, right? Arcane Trickster. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm intrigued by that thing. Like, do you just basically put a fuck ton of drugs into cheese and melt it? Like, fondue, cheese, I'm game. Like, gimme, I'm so game. Oh, there's a dead person here.
What do people think that moon sugar is like in terms of Now, we want to be careful. We don't want to condone drug use. Just
Oh shit.
for any reason particularly. But, like, what's it supposed to be like? Because I don't think it's like weed, that it, like, mellows you out. It seems to be a bit sort of... I don't really know. But it makes me think of crystal meth, just because of the... You know, the sugar thing.
Right, yeah.
But it's not depicted as being that hardcore. It's a thing that you can add to drinks and food.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a socially acceptable...
I mean, it's unrefined skooma, so I suppose it's sort of a more natural thing.
Right, so skooma is the heavy shit.
Well, yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I always get the impression that it's sort of a bit crazy. I've seen videos of lobster fishermen removing barnacles of lobsters. Is it edible? Well, ooh. I mean, technically, everything is edible. You know, like, let me rephrase that. Most things are edible.
Cat banging the microphone, by the way.
Yeah, that was cat. Sorry. I mean, all things are edible. Some just once. But yeah, these kind of little things. Like I remember having this fruit du mer in France. Like this insanely huge thing, and there was, you know, things that you need a tiny little needle just to get the tiniest little morsel out. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought, I mean, that's fun, but there's no. If it was like this special flavor that explodes in your mouth, I'd be like, okay. But
you mean like when you get a crayfish and you like run a skewer through a segment of the leg in order to get out a tiny little, you know, like a blade of grass worth of meat.
Exactly.
Why is that worth it? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, might as well just get everything out of it. So barnacles are edible. But again, there are so many. It's not makes, brands, but not all barnacles are edible. So yeah.
Brands of barnacle.
Yeah, brands of barnacle. Yeah, I'd say sort of some of them is
weird
probably...
question.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Well, I thought it'd be fun. All right, the next one, and well, we'll see. So, true or false? Chocolate is known to be produced by Nords. Is that true or false?
I want to say yes, but I can't. You've asked a similar question before. That's the only reason that has any
Because I
meaning
think
to
it's
me.
so freaking cool. I thought about it and I added it because I thought it's really fun. Any guesses? What do you guys think? Chocolate, Nords.
Nords make
Do
chocolate.
they make
maybe.
chocolate? False. Sounds like something Dunmers would do. Well.
Caramel is for the Nords.
Do you have any guesses, Khan?
I already said. I think it's a yes,
Yeah. All right.
but I don't know.
Actually, it is a yes. Yeah. Nords have been known to make chocolate. I don't know much detail about it because from what we know about the cocoa bean, it basically can be grown just in that band around sort of the equator, 45 degrees each way. So where do these guys get it from? I don't know. But I thought that was a pretty fun one. But okay, one more foodie one about the Nords. So they like to eat fun things, right? We've already established that. So do they relish in eating elves' ears? Yes or no? Do the Nords eat and love eating elves' ears?
Not real elves' ears, surely.
Well, that's the question. You can...
Is there a type of
Boss is
food?
saying yes. Are you sure it's truly chocolate? Yeah, exactly. Well, they refer to it as chocolate. But yeah, I'm a bit skeptical. So maybe that's... I should make a video on this. When they say chocolate, what do they exactly mean?
Yeah, what would have been available in
Yeah, exactly.
in historically accurate Skyrim? But that's the thing. The whole export-import thing becomes really interesting when teleportation magic is a possibility.
Yeah, you just pop over and get something, right?
Or when you could refrigerate a shipment using magic. You know? Cold storage. You don't need, ice trucks. You just need a mage that can maintain a certain temperature.
That's actually
love it.
really cool to think about. That there's just a mage frosting everything over.
Yeah, who's super bored and just want like, fuck this. I want to go back to the Mages Guild. This secondment sucks, or whatever. I love when fantasy has the balls to do that and be a little bit science fiction and say, all right, what if these things that aren't real were real? What if we apply what we think we know about human nature, or elven nature in this case, and what would happen? What would real societies and cultures and civilizations do with this? With all these things, and I love it. It's why I think it's one of the reasons I love Terry Pratchett, not just because he's so hilarious, but because he does this kind of stuff routinely. It's all right. If magic was real, what would happen with this industry?
It's a very different story, isn't it, to what sort of fantasy show us? But yeah, I love that.
It's why fantasy is often so kind of lame, actually. It plays it safe and is really timid. But yeah, it's not supposed to be science fiction. Classic fantasy is supposed to be about things that could never happen.
Yeah, so we've got
That's just
Botsy
sort of-
saying
yeah.
yes. We've got Solo saying elves' ears are an ingredient, isn't it? That's what Kanye was saying. That's not real, is it? Like, not real elves' ears. So yeah, they do eat elves' ears, but yes, it is a type of herb that's commonly found in the kitchens across Skyrim. So yeah, there we go. I thought that was really fun. Kind of like, yep, they eat elves' ears, but it's not an actual ear. And nothing to do with the elves.
That's fun.
I know, yeah. I thought it was. So have you learned something new, Khan? From our Nord trivia?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm so glad.
The Wolfarth thing. So we smashed a statue of Alessia.
Oh, many. Like, he was just going
All
to
of them.
town on them, yeah. Or ordered
Why?
them. Well, because he was
That's a
like,
dumb
Nord
question.
Pantheon. No. We don't want any of these dudes around. No, thank you.
But what was the Nord pantheon that? So it was the cult of Alessia.
Oh,
rather
yeah,
than-
yeah.
Rather than the 8 divines
Yeah.
or whatever.
Sariel, hello. Yeah, it's not real ear, just like imp stools are not Daedra droppings. I get it. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
I think the stool in that sense is more of a small chair. Like
Oh,
a
boo, boo.
toadstool isn't supposed to be frog shit.
Yeah, but it could.
the
Yeah,
thing-
but it could imply that, right? When you hear that, you think,
No,
"Boo-boo."
because it's the shape of a stool
No.
that you sit on and frogs sit on
What?
them.
Whose stool?
Yeah, if your turd looks like a character from Super Mario, you better consult your physician.
So yes. It's just not an actual ear and has nothing to do with elves. But yes, they do eat elves' ears.
Fun one.
I know, right? All right, this is going to be weird, and I'm probably going to massively bugger it up. But hey, so there are lots of phrases that are sort of from the dragons that are used in the Nord language and the alphabet and all that. But okay, so do we know what this one says? Does anybody speak dragon? So let's try this. Evgir Unslad. So does that mean Dragon of the North, Avenue of Valor, or Season Unending? This is a completely random one, but I just got
Give us the dragon word again.
Evgir Unslad. I was getting down the rabbit hole of the language and everything, and I thought, oh, it'll be fun. I would not have known what it means, because, yeah. What do you base it on, right? But, let's just... I knew it, but say it again. No! Alright. Evgir Unslad. I'm going for a Thum sort of sounding thing, but that's not quite... It's just a language.
Yeah, we need to get the Fustrodar echo filter.
Hang on, can I do that? I think my Razer sign-ups crashed anyway, but let's see whether it works.
How many different voices player character voices were there in Skyrim, how many people got to go to the sound booth and officially record Fusroda? Because there are a few dragons that use it, but the main person that uses it in that game is you, the player character, right?
Yeah.
They all must have had to record the shouts. I don't think I've really thought about that too much before.
FG Umslag.
Amazing.
Right, that's it.
The filter's still on.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. Seriously?
Alright. It's not. You just keep talking.
Is it actually on or not? Con, is it on or not?
Yes, something's on.
Con, help!
There we go.
No, seriously, is it? It's off, right?
I think it's gone now, yeah. I'm very tempted to just fuck with you, but... That was very funny, though. That was effective.
I just wanted to give you guys the full experience.
Yeah, man.
No, it's not on. Stop it. It's kind of rainy today in Danish. It's it's off now, right? Alright, so any guesses what that means? Is it Dragon of the North, Avenue of Valor, or Season Unending?
I am going to go with Season Unending.
May I ask why?
Well, I know enough dragon. It's not Dover isn't, or Dove isn't in there.
Smart. Okay, smart. Somebody's had their smart oatmeal today.
The exchange.
Am I the only one here? Yeah, I'm not going in. Yeah, that's not what I meant to press.
Or you want to do a Harrow Storm?
No, I really don't.
Nearly filled.
Why not?
I was just
Throw me
checking
an
it out.
invite,
It's
I'll
pretty.
be there.
Oh, okay. I'm not even sure which server I'm on. No, it's EO server.
Throw invite. Okay, I'm porting.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to reveal that actually did mean season unending. So well done, Khan.
Yay!
Yay!
They answered the call.
I think the only I've played Skyrim properly in ages. I think the main bit of dragon speak I remember is Drem your lock.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know what that means. But it's the same lock as in Lockestits, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you here, Khan?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Using those filters did something to your mic. I'm echoing a little bit now. No big deal, though.
Oh, it just crashed again.
Great!
Oh, it just crashes like every 2 seconds.
Goddamn hardware manufacturers need to hire good software engineers. Why is that so difficult?
Another fruitful harvest.
Where are you, Maya?
Defend the pipes, you fools. The ritual
I'm
must
just trying to...
continue.
I'm currently tanking a Blood Knight. Don't like it.
I'm just closing Razor sign up. Sorry, I needed to get into my task manager.
The pipes are easily replaced. All your efforts are a waste.
Sorry if you can hear something howling in the background. That's just the cat.
Harrow Storm Titan is pretty cool.
the storm, but you'll never reclaim what it's taken from you.
Thank you, Maya. Little piggyback off your Harrow Storm. I'll take it.
Best way to increase bag size? Well, best way to increase bag size? Well, you can go and buy it at the bag vendor.
Put too much stock in
Quite a
rumors
bit,
that are
actually.
old
Quite a bit of
wives'
storage.
tales.
And
Yeah.
I don't think we're the first to camp.
mount.
If you go to a main town,
Allow yourself some
or like a
rest.
city,
The divines are watching.
you should be able to spot a what does the icon normally look like, Maya?
A
Help
little,
me
like
out.
a bag, isn't
It's
it?
yeah. I'm not sure. You either want to look for the scales for indicating a marketplace, or sometimes, like in Vivek, you get like a bearskin rug symbol. And yeah, you wanna look for the pack merchant. It's quite a lot of gold, but it's only in-game gold, and yeah, massive increases.
Yeah, so here in Mournhold, it's this lady over here. This is definitely the scales. That's guild vendors.
No, that's the shield with the scales on it. The scales with no shield. That's just
Oh, I see. Yeah, but
general market traders. Yes. Smiling Freena, right? Is that who you're looking for?
yeah, it's just a bag, like a pouch thing. There she is.
Care to trade in your old
And you
bag
can
for
buy
a large-
quite a lot. And then also a much slower way of increasing it. If you go and train your mount, you can get the speed, the stamina, or the inventory space, which increases your bag space. Yeah, so there we go. The
Ooh.
one in Leowin is by the Way Shrine. Nice, there we go. The cat wanted to get involved in the conversation. Yeah, sometimes he really does. He's such a howler.
Yeah, now he's just chowing down.
Yeah, he's getting hungry. Speaking of which, it's dinner time, isn't it?
It is past dinner time.
Yeah, it is. But, well, it's been amazing to be back. And we obviously are changing our schedule a little bit as of next week. But, so we will be streaming on Wednesdays. And that's just going to be, a fun, chill stream. But Sunday is sort of our main show. And I'm calling it a main show because that's exactly what we're going for. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have, well, loads of fun, loads of giveaways, loads of random things and fun things to do. And, yeah, we just want to make sure that because we really appreciate everyone's support, and we just want to give you something really awesome to do.
If you weren't here at the beginning, Maya's had some cool stuff come up with the cookery school, and she's basically had to take it, and that means a lot less time for streaming. But because we love you guys so much, we are endeavoring to fit you in, nevertheless. But it'll be like 2 or 3 times a week rather than 4 or 5 times a week. But like as Maya just said, Sunday is going to be extra hot from now on. And yeah, keep an eye out on the YouTube channel because I should have even more time, as you said, to pump out those video guides we were talking about.
Exactly. Oh my god, my cat is like literally in my face, dude.
And if you're one of those people who hasn't done a ton of trialing, if you want teaching trials, if that sounds like just what you need, or practice runs or prog groups or whatever, Ninja Balls has all of it, especially on the EU server. It is a little bit more startup on the NA server. We're mostly doing teaching trials there. But yeah, join us. It'll be great.
Join us.
We definitely have room for more people. The more of us there are, the more regularly we can run. Simple as that.
Cat, literally
So yeah,
in my
don't be
face.
shy.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the awesome hangs. And we'll
Thank
see
you for the quiz, Maya.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. And see you guys on Wednesday. And let's go and say hello. There we go. To Sayonara, our fellow ESO stream team member, for some PvP. Thank you very much. Thanks, Khan. And see you guys next week. Have an awesome Monday. Sorry, it
great
is
week.
Monday, but not yet. So chill. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah. Later.